And who cares, bro? I'm just gonna look at you.
This is my room's a mess. Welcome back to My Room's a Mess. We're in the messy room. You know, my name's Jason. I'm here with my brother Vic.
You already know the wave, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo,
man, ladies and gentlemen. What are you gonna say, Jay?
Yeah, if this is your first time listening to My Room's a Mess, you know, you gotta like, subscribe, and comment some great shit on our content. You know, we're coming back week in, week out. Better guests every week. You know, not better, you know, they're always the best. They're always the best, you know. We're
the greatest guests, ladies and gentlemen, We're working hard. I'll tell you, week in and week out, we're working hard and we're trying to bring you the heavy hitters. And I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, today's guest is an amazing one. Oh man.
We say it every week, but it's true, bro. He's an amazing guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know this man personally. Oh man, he's a fucking beast, ladies and gentlemen. This man is probably the most interesting person I know. And I mean that in the greatest way possible. Legit. This man makes some funky music, ladies and gentlemen. This man's a vegan. This man does yoga. This man fights with a stick. Ladies and gentlemen,
he cleans up the streets, bro.
This man's different, the streets, bro. Ladies and gentlemen. He's for the people, ladies and gentlemen, and he's not afraid to be different. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, please welcome my guy, Bruce Buddah. My guy, what's going on, bro? How's the intro, bro?
I appreciate you, Vic and Jason, man. First up, shout out Chelsea.
Shout out Chelsea.
Yeah, man. And I do know him on a personal level. And I remember when one of the we were in a program together called Year Up, and it was one time we were talking. I forget what really was the topic, but you mentioned how much you're prideful where you come from, bro, and that inspired me because for a while I wasn't really the one to be like, I'm from Boston, but then being around that energy and really seeing how authentic it was, that really motivated and inspired me, and I condemn you guys for that. And I feel the love already.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, I love this right here. Good energy.
I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, I mean, yo, listen, man. I was telling Jason, the moment I met you, bro, I remember I was like, we were in the same programs together, and you know, bro, the beginning, those beginning stages, bro, I was a goof, bro. I was acting like I was back in high school, bro, cracking the jokes in the back of the class, bro, fucking being mad loud, bro, interrupting the teacher, bro. And I remember, you remember Rob, bro?
I do.
So Rob sat me down. He was like, yo, man, listen, you're a smart kid, bro, this and that, bro. He's like, yo, but you're showing people the wrong side of you, bro. You know what I mean? Blah, blah. And I was like, damn, bro, I gotta change, bro. You know what I mean? I gotta grow up. I gotta take this shit serious. And I remember I was like, I was looking around. I was like, yo, who can I emulate, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Who could I try to be like? I remember I was like, yo, I gotta be like Rob. I gotta be like Ray. I gotta be like Jaquil, bro. You know what I mean? And I was like, yo, these are the people that I'm gonna try to emulate and try to be like and try to grow as a person, bro. And it worked, bro. It worked. You know what I mean? Like Jaquil was carrying the book, bro. I started carrying the book. I was reading, bro. Bro, every day, bro. Jaquil came with a book, bro. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it, bro. I read all the time too. I'm about to start bringing my books, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, that's how the train started, man. I just want to say thank you, bro. I appreciate that to no end, bro. Man. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate that too. Wow, that's so dope.
Yeah, bro. Wow. But yo, Bruce, bro, let's just dive into it, bro. What made you start making the music you're making, bro? What's the inspiration behind that, bro?
I've been heavy into music since I was a child, like 5 years old.
Yeah.
My dad, he used to bring me to the studio. I used to be around that energy, that raw energy.
Yeah.
And I come from a music family too. My sisters make music. We all just make music. And then I got into it with my cousin a couple of years ago. He's nice. And so, I was like I started making beats. You remember I was making beats. I was always coming on my phone making beats.
Yeah, bro.
I was just getting my feet wet when I met you. When I first met you, I was just getting my feet wet, just getting the energy, getting the jitters out. And I didn't want to make music. I wanted to be a producer,
Okay.
Like I want to just produce music, like full production. And this was, it clicked to me because I remember I went through one of my yearbooks. It was my 5th grade yearbook, and I remember looking at it was like a superlative, and then it was like, oh, what do you want to do when you grow up? And I said music producer, and so that came to me, and I felt the energy from thinking about that, and I said to myself, listen, like. I think the most important thing to do is remember what you wanted to be when you were a kid, and take that energy and I fed off of that. And so he, I'm making beats for him, and we're vibing, making music, and then I'm like, I need to learn how to record music. I got to make songs too. I got to do this. Like if I'm gonna do that, I got to know how everything's done, the whole back end, and ideas just fly. You know what I mean? So I'll sing, I'll get one verse out, and then another idea will come. You know what I mean? So the whole production thing, as far as music, I got that down. Like, but I'm still growing.
Yeah,
that's but awesome, a lot of my inspirations, I would say, is Kendrick, obviously, J. Cole. You know what I mean? Like those are some of the heavy hitters I'm influenced by.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, I remember when I met you, bro. KOD had to come out. It was like the big thing, bro. And I remember every day, yo, bro, I'm going to the concert, bro. I don't care, bro. This shit's great, bro. Like every day, bro. And then all of a sudden, class started and we're like this, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? That shit was the greatest time ever, bro. It was mad fun. That code switching, bro, really got us, bro. I'm telling you, man. But yo, bro, I'm telling you, I DM you all the time, bro. I've been listening to your music like a lot, bro. Like for the past year, bro. I've been listening to your music, bro. And something about
Sharon, appreciate it.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. And like something about your music, bro. It's like it has this positive energy. It has like these great messages, bro. Has that always been you? You just always been that positive guy, or is it like a thing where like throughout your life you kind of grew into this person, bro?
I definitely always did my best to stay in stay on a good path. I've had my, my crazy moments.
Everyone has.
This definitely points to where people can be like, yo, after all this stuff, if they really know me, and if I share my life, they're like, how are you the person you are today? That just doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up at all. And I'm just, I just do my best, man, and I keep my faith is strong. Like, I got strong faith, Yeah. So that just drives me to be the person I am. Definitely. It's like even if I don't want to be doing some of the good things I'm doing, I'm just like, my energy is like, go do it. Go. I'm like,
that's cool, bro. Yeah.
So it's just I feel it. I feel it. It's not something that's just like, all right, I'm gonna do this, and it's just I'm like, all right, this is what needs to be done at the moment. I guess that's what I'm called to be doing. Whatever I'm doing, okay. I feel it. And that comes with music too. It's with music too. Yo, sometimes like. Sometimes they'll be like, yo, let's do something not for the kids or something a little raw. And I'm like, all right, my energy be there, but the content, I'm like, that's not me. I can't, I could do it, but it doesn't feel right. It won't come out right. You know what I mean? That's just how it be,
Yeah, no, and that's something that, bro, you are yourself, bro. Like I'm telling you, that intro, bro, like you're the most interesting person I know. That's facts, bro. Like no bullshit, bro. I mean that in the most greatest positive way, bro. Yeah, you know what I mean? And it's like a thing, bro, where like your music, bro, it emulates, bro, the positivity and just like, for example, fucking California Sunny, bro. You're talking about enjoying life, bro. Just and
singing,
the
bro,
beat, singing,
like
having
chill.
fun. It's so chill, bro. It's like a great morning song. You know what I mean? You wake up, you listen to California Sunny, or even you know what I mean. Or then it's like you got songs like Go Getter, bro, where you're literally talking about the grind, bro, getting what you need, bro, getting what's for you. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, bro, that's the message, bro. And that's like resonates with me because I try to be myself, no matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing. Especially when I do this show. I love this show. This is the greatest thing that I've ever done, bro, in my life, right? I really want to pursue this, right? Yeah, and it was like a thing where I was like, man, this dude. I feel like we're on like the same energy levels of this positivity, bro. Like I'm just trying to like highlight people and just it's just like I'm like, oh man, yeah, Bruce gets it, bro. Bruce gets it, bro. That's the essential thing. Like, I'm just like, oh man, you're a fucking beast, bro.
I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. Man. I do appreciate it, man.
Nah, I was telling Vic earlier too. I was like, when you look at your Instagram, bro, and you like, Instagram. I mean, if people are using it right, it's like an app that people try to, show who they are through through your, their pictures or whatever. And I was like, when I first looked at your Instagram, then I first started listening to your music. I was like, bro, it matches up perfectly, bro. It's like that vibe that you give off, like a spiritual guy that's trying to be, inspire and like give positive messages is like you can hear it through the music. And not only that, you make the music fun because it's like different types of beats, different sounds all over, different instruments all over the place too. Like what makes you, what inspires you with the production, bro?
I mean, honestly, like I at first it's like I like to really create music that like that's gonna get me excited. You know what I mean? So, and I'm really experimental. Like when I'm really locked in, like I feel it in my eyes. I feel like I'm like a mad scientist. I'm like, yo, I'm like Bruce Banner. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm ready to go hope. Like, so it's just all these ideas is coming, and it comes from like me just being open to like so many different genres. I listen to so much music. You know what I mean? And I study it. I really study music hard. Like I study the instrumentals. I study like ad libs. Those are big things I really like. I pay attention to, and I take that energy and those little strategies that they use for other artists that you use, and I'm like, all right, how can I make this, mine? And then share it out. You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
I feel that because I was telling my brother too, because my brother's trying to get into started making music, and I was telling him like one thing
Jeffrey?
I think Javi, bro.
Javi, that's my guy too.
Yo, low
bro.
key exclusive, bro. Coming
exclusive.
soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, we don't know that shit.
Nobody knows that.
This dude Jason's spilling the beans, bro.
You spilled the beans. You asked the question, man. Anyway.
You said it, bro.
Yeah. Anyway. So I was telling him, I was like, one thing that I think like separates an amateur artist, like somebody that's like just starting off, to like an artist that's more respected, is the variety that they give in their music and their like the beats. Like, it's not a boring song, some songs are just like the same beat over and over again for 3 minutes straight, and it's just like the bars or whatever, but with your music you can tell it's like the words and the sounds mixing together, and it's like you're going through a roller coaster over the song. It's like different, it's like all right, here's a beat, and then here's a switch to the beat, here's a switch to my flow, and it's literally like a roller coaster going up and down in a circle, back and forth. I'm like, all right, this is a real artist right here that's trying to make good music, that's trying to like hype you up.
Great message,
does hype you up too,
bro.
And great message too, bro.
I appreciate that, bro. Really, I do. I appreciate you. I do.
Thank you, man. So one thing too is not only are the beats crazy, your lyrics are always inspiring. There's positive messages. Other than that one song, sometimes had me in my feels, bro. That was like right before you called me, bro. That song right before you called me, that song was on. I was like, I ended on the wrong song. Now I'm gonna be low energy. I'm gonna be like, damn, I'm all alone.
When I was in the studio recording that, I remember he was mixing, and I just felt the energy, and I kind of felt bad. I'm like, because when we were done mixing it, he had to leave the room. He's like, yo, I don't know, this song is definitely like, and I'm like, it definitely has a really like,
it's like deep.
But that's the, when I first wrote that, that's the point. That's where I was in my life. You know what I mean? Those feelings, and they come and go. But I was heavy in that, and that's how I was able to write that. That's a lot. That happens with a lot of music. It'll expand. Something will happen, or I'll be feeling some type of way, and the words will come right at it, and it's like. Sometimes, like, even though the music is positive, it might not come off completely that like positive, but there's a message in there that you could take something from, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say, bro, like what like, because you kind of like answered my question, bro. A question I always ask is like, yo, what how do you write, bro? I don't, you know what I mean? Because I don't write music, bro. So like, is it like something like where like you're just going through something and you like write it down, or is it like a thing where like you just sit down and you force yourself to write some fire bars? Like I don't understand, I don't know the artist mind like that, bro. You talk about like your process?
Yeah, well, I like, for me, really if I want to create like a music that has strong content, possibly can go on a project or something, that I'm like, all right, there has to be a concept behind this. I'll feel it from the beat, and then I'll start trying to find my hook, but I'm like, all right, let me find my concept first. And if it's heavy, then I'm like, I got to get my energy right. I have to get my energy right for me to really lock in and do this. I'll do some yoga, meditate, make sure I'm drinking water, and I have to read at least 5 pages or something. I got to read just to get the words flowing. So when I'm starting to flow, I'm not like my words is sharp. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get that right too. You know what I mean? Because I've only been doing this really for a year, so I'm studying it, and I'm like, how can I tighten things up in a short amount of time, opposed to being like, all right, he's grown as an artist, but you're seeing it at a slow pace. I'm like, I want to pick that pace up. You know what I mean? Yeah,
you want to
so
get rocket strapped and go to the
I'm
moon.
finding
bro.
whatever tools I can find that's gonna help me. So reading is a big thing. I'm big on reading. So if I'm gonna get ready for a song, I'm gonna read out loud. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get I'm exaggerate my words too, so I don't get caught up in everything. So I'm like, and then I'll start kind of coming up with a concept and just find words that are gonna fit with what I'm kind of going for to tell a story. And then, you know what I mean? I love poetry and I write too. So those are things that kind of add into that too. So, you know what I mean? I'm able to play with words a little bit.
Yeah. So you don't make music without a concept? You don't think you'll ever do that?
I do sometimes, but then I'll listen to it. I'm like, damn, how did I end up talking about this? This is so deep. You know what I mean? So like, that happens, bro. That happens. There's a lot of new music I have that I haven't released yet that I'm still, working on it. I'm like, yo, why did I even talk? You know what happens sometimes? I'll watch you ever seen Unbreakable or Mr. Glass?
Yeah.
I got to write that shit down right now.
You never seen the Mr. Glass, bro?
Deep movies.
The one that's like even split, that's in the Split. It's in the Split trilogy, right? Something like that.
Yeah. I would say Unbreakable is the best one though. But I watched that one time, and then the next day, like me and my sister, like in my right hand, we were about to do a drill song. Like she was like, let's do something like that. I'm like, all right, word. So I just start writing to it, and then I'm thinking about that movie, and I'm like thinking about Mr. Glass, and I just start coming off about that. You know what I mean? I'm like, what? How did I didn't even, that wasn't intentional though. It just happened. And it came out like exactly, but then I can connect other things to it. You know what I mean? That I can relate to it.
Okay. Yeah, no, and like, bro, I'm telling you, bro, when I was comparing, when I was like trying to explain to Jason what artist or something that I could compare you to, I was like, yo, listen to Awaken My Love by Childish Gambino, right? And I was like, it's fucking crazy, because in the song, I don't want to get this wrong, bro, in the song, Dear Mama, bro, the song, bro, you talk about, you're like, yo, I gotta meet Donald Glover, bro. I was like, yeah, I was like, yo, this dude read my fucking mind. Yeah, I was like, that shit's fucking crazy, bro. Is Donald Glover like a hero for you or something?
He's definitely inspiration for, because not just for music, because I think also what else he does outside of music is exactly what, like I definitely, music is something that drives me to get into acting and movies. I want to be in that lane. I love visuals. I love creating content. I love creating things like that. So he does it really well.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
I mean? So
yeah. No, what
he definitely he inspires me. Like,
yeah, no, I was gonna say, like, yo, Donald Glover, bro, is one of those dudes where like he's like, his hands are like in everything, bro. Yeah, and that's kind of like what I want to be. You know what I mean?
He has no box, bro. He's like anywhere, everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. He has probably one of the funniest stand-ups I've ever seen, bro. Weirdo.
That's being yourself. That's being yourself.
And, you know what I mean? And he just, bro, he has some great shows and he makes some good music. That's why, I'm telling you, bro, like when I made that, when I was like, yo, Jason, blah, blah, I'm just telling him, like, this is what I think it's like similar to. And then when I heard the bar, bro, I was like, yo, that's fucking insane, bro. Like it's like a thing where like I don't know how to explain it. It's like I felt like the universe like knew something was gonna, like, I knew I was gonna make that connection, and like it's kind of like I was speaking like in the future, if that makes any sense. Like, you know what I mean?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like I was filling out my sentences like for like days to come. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't realize until after.
On some deep stuff, it's called the RAS, Reticulating Activation System, which is your third eye. It's like you'll have something on your conscious, and you basically speak it into existence. You know what I mean? Or the energy's there, the way it connects. You know what I mean? It's like we connected in some way.
Mm-hmm. That's cool, bro. Yo, speaking about the third eye, what I know about the third eye, bro, is like I heard it's like where you see like the world, bro, and it's like where like you enter like a different realm. Like I don't know, like.
Don't they say like you can only open your eye, like you know that DMT opens your third eye, and like acid you can open your third eye, like all those crazy drugs they're gonna like make you see the universe. I don't know, some crazy shit like that. I don't know.
Well, not only like do those substances, like not only do those open your mind in a sense, Also, there's meditation. There's other things that can be done for that. Even food, for example. Perfect example, the way we eat, everything that could definitely open our brain in some kind of way. And I mean, I would look at the third eye as just intuition and just being able to connect and have a vision of things that are bigger than yourself. You know what I mean? Out of surface.
All right,
You
so
know,
I never looked at it like that, because I always thought like third eye was like something crazy, like it was an experience that you felt where you like connected with your universe. Like if you're spinning it like that, I feel like, you know, you can get that even from like reading books, like you see a whole different perspective and shit. All right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like it's not that complicated. You know what I mean? We can tap into these things through anything, really. It could be as simple as you want to make it. You know, some people like, this is what I'll say. I'll say this, and I'm happy you mentioned LSD and like DMT mushrooms, things like that. Which I would say, like, along with other practices, like I said, meditation and yoga. Like, I would say, like, they're not hand for hand. I'm not gonna put them in the same world. But they also do both connect, like, the spirit and mental in a completely extraordinary way, depending on how you use it. You know what I mean? I would say, like, with those, it's almost like, hold on, give me a sec.
Nah, you're good.
Take your time, bro.
With those, right? I would say, like, it opens your mind in a way where you're able to really surrender and accept things for what they are on a deeper level, on a really deeper level. You know, like, you're able to really see things a lot deeper. But then, you know, but we have also our other practices. Like I said, they're a lot simple: reading, meditation, the way we eat, those things right there, which is more of like, you know, well-being, lifestyle. Yeah, that right there is more of experience, or experimenting with it, studying it. It's not one of those. I wouldn't really call it a drug that's gonna, like, you know, it's bad for your health or harmful. Yeah, I definitely had my fair share of experiences with it, definitely. And I would say, like, people that have gone through trauma, maybe it's something like heavy trauma, is something to maybe like study or something. I don't know.
Are you talking about meditation?
Meditation, yes.
Yeah, no.
And all, other things too. But you know what I mean. I'm not trying to sell that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
For sure.
Nah, I think I kind of agree with you that what you said is like, it's like a way for you to accept like things that you wouldn't normally be able to accept in your right mindset. Because I like, there was one day my friends were like, they were like dropping acid or something like that, right? And I was like, you know, they were like, oh, we need someone sober to take care of us because we don't want to go wild and do some stupid shit. So I was there with them and they were talking, right? And then I was just talking, and then they were like, you know, I was catching their vibe or whatever, and I was like, bro, isn't it crazy that we like think like, you know, that we got all this time, and like, you know, we take some our singular days for granted sometimes, just because we think, you know, we have tomorrow to come. So we sometimes take for granted what we have today. And I was telling them this, and then they were just like, yo, that's so true. I've never thought of it like that. And it was like they were accepting something that obviously I don't know what they were seeing, because they were probably seeing something else in their own minds. But it was like they were accepting something completely new that they had never thought about in that moment. And I think it was because they were like in that whole, you know, experience, opening their third eye, whatever it is. Yeah.
It cracks it right open. So, and I'll say this, it's like, I bet their way of thinking maybe was a little different after that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, like, I remember after the first time I took it, like, I didn't even think about it. I was young. My first time, I was about 19, and it was just kind of just given to me. You know what I mean? I was like, all right, what is? Okay, okay. Like, and then it was a crazy experience. The way I thought after, and my perception was so different after, man. And a lot of things changed like that. You know what I mean? I felt like I'm a new person. Mentally, I felt just like, okay, like, you know, like I feel like I matured. I just graduated from high school too, so I'm like, I feel like I just matured like so crazy. My people I was hanging with was different. It was interesting. It was really interesting.
So you look at the world in a whole new way, and it's crazy. It's crazy you say meditation is the same thing, because if you have both experience, and I know, like you say, literally, I think like 75% of your songs you use the word meditate in it. Like you're always talking about meditation. So do you think it's something meditation you think everybody should be doing it?
Yeah, even if it's a minute, you know what I mean? Breathe. It's just breathing, man. And like, let me just have that moment for myself. That's really the only true moment you can have for yourself is breathing.
Okay.
That's the really, we give ourselves out to so much. So if I can just sit here and give that life back, that's great. And that's the first thing we did when we first came out of our moms was breathe. So it's like, I don't know. I look at it as a no-brainer that it's something. The world would be completely different if everyone was to meditate. I was like, if I was the whatever ruler made of it, all right, this is a law. You got to meditate every day. You know what I mean? It will be a completely different world that we live in.
Why do you think that is? Because like everything I've heard about meditation is all positive, bro. And like you find yourself, bro, and you get to know yourself better. Like you it's things that people want to know, but they're just not doing it. You know what I mean? Like what makes meditation like so like I feel like it's like not unsellable, but it's like a thing where like reading, bro. Like bro, little kids, they fucking hate that shit for some reason, bro. Like even me, I'm guilty of doing. I was always like, nah, I'm not reading, and then my mom would force me to read next to her. I was a little kid, and I would read every other line so I could finish the chapter quick, and I could go play video games, bro. She didn't know what the fuck I was reading, and also I cheated my way to read in 20 minutes instead of like whatever 45. You know what I mean? And then it's like a thing where like I feel like meditation has that same kind of like reputation. If that's the word,
it's almost like it's a punishment or a chore. It's a reward, man. I look at it as a reward, and the question to really ask yourself is, do I have the patience? Once you ask that question, it's gonna be like, okay, do I have the patience? Yes or no? Why don't I have the patience? Why do I have the patience? You know what I mean? Like, I think it's important for us to ask ourselves questions.
Yo,
questions.
Don't start with me with questions, bro. That's why I agree with you 100%.
That's Jason, bro. Jason asks himself like 800 fucking questions, like a
That's
minute.
great. And then you open up space for that. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you don't have the answer, the answer's gonna come to you as long as you ask the question. It's like asking, it should be given. Knocking, the door's gonna open up. You just have to ask the question, and it might not come right away overnight, or it's gonna come though because you already asked the question. You open up that gate.
Yeah.
I feel like another like reason why people don't want to like participate in things like meditation and stuff is because it's literally yourself and you, bro. Like it's literally you're dealing with yourself, bro. And I think people rather deal with the world in front of them instead of what's in themselves, bro. I feel like that's a bigger problem too. Like it's like we're living in a world where people don't know who the fuck they even are, bro.
Yeah,
weird.
I think if I was to like try to explain, not explain why, like my opinion of why I think meditation is not like sold like on a large scale, it's like a taboo thing. They think if it's like, when you think meditation, the first thing I think is like a Buddhist monk that doesn't speak, they've never spoken one day in their life and they're just meditating. That's what I think. First thing I think of meditation. Although
that's Western philosophy.
Huh?
That's Western science and philosophy.
Like it's so
like healing, energy healing and everything. I believe in that. I believe in Eastern philosophy. Not saying I'm against Western philosophy, teach his own, but I believe in Eastern philosophy and actual body healing, and really it's real. I've experienced these things. I have, it's like, it's something that it should be definitely, like, I don't know what doctors are saying to people these days, but it's something that should be at least a tip or something. A little bit of advice. You don't got, I get you gotta. Right? I know you. You have a career to take care of, but also that's a big thing too for the well-being. It's just maybe just give a little sauce. Just give a little bit of sauce.
I don't know. I feel like doctors. I don't know. I always go back. I always like the way I think about like the government and doctors and shit. I feel like it's like they're kind of like
back.
they want you to come back. They want you to be sick. That's how I think sometimes.
Our country is a business.
Yeah, exactly.
Built on business, built on trade, everything. It's all built. That's how it was built. So that's the really American culture is business.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like a thing where like this is how I feel, right? I feel like one of the major, sectors of the world where business is booming is the pharmaceutical industry, right? And the pharmaceutical industry, this I can never prove this, right? I don't know, I'm not Edward Snowden, bro. I don't work in there, I can never like expose it.
But you know how to think. You know how to think. You're definitely intelligent. You're intelligent.
It's like and especially being like being a part of the business like community, bro. It's kind of like a thing where it's like, all right, if I was like thinking like these dudes, bro, it's kind of like a thing like, don't you want people kind of sick, or don't you want people like getting some misguidance, bro? So it could be like
getting a dependency
continue to come
drugs.
back and continue to buy the stuff that you're selling, bro. It's making you, I think it's like 68.2 billion. You know what I'm saying? Like some crazy number like that, bro. Like obviously some people who run these companies are making money, bro. Money that fucking can change the world, but it's in their pockets. Like it's like that's what gets me thinking. And then I'm like, man, should I be thinking like that? And I always contemplate with myself, and it's like, fuck, bro. I don't know, bro.
I mean, but we all got the choice at the end of the day. Like, if we want, like he was saying, the meditation. I've tried meditating myself, and it's tough. I gotta say, especially with like I don't know myself. Like when I have the time for myself, I like start replaying my day. I start asking myself questions. What could I have done better here? What could have I done better there? And sometimes it's like tough that when I like try to shut down and like focus on like my breathing and something like that, it's really hard. Like I can't. It's like so many thoughts are coming into the front of my mind, and I'm like, all right, and it's hard to like push them out, because sometimes I'll find myself already endeavoring into that train of thought, not being, and then like the meditation is gone. I'm not even
stuck in the rabbit hole, bro.
I'm not even focused on the meditation anymore.
Yeah, that, you know what though, you're in the right place though, because I would say like, wow, ask why even try to push your thoughts away. Those are not going to go away. Your thoughts aren't going to go away. Those are, you know what I mean? That's traffic flow that is going to happen anyways, but you can guide your thoughts. You can guide them. So that's what the breathing's for. So it's like, okay, if you feel like, oh, I'm still thinking a lot, let me pick up my breath. Let me just pick up my breathing. Let me pick up my breathing. If I gotta breathe every second, okay.
So is meditation not like trying to like turn off your brain? Because I've always taken it like that.
It's not gonna turn. You're not gonna turn. We can't turn our brain off.
Okay.
Just like you how we think we could just stop our heart like that right now?
No,
Natural, like it's just those are two things that they're gonna do their thing, and we have to do our thing. So
then what really is meditation then?
What'd you say?
What do you think meditation is then? How do you meditate?
I don't think there's a right way, right? I don't know.
I wouldn't say there's any right way, any wrong or right way of, digging into yourself and doing work inside. I wouldn't say there's any right, like of course there's a wrong way. I mean, like, doing things that's going to harm it. But as far as like practicing it, it's a practice. It's a practice, man. It's just like trying to shoot hoops.
You just gotta keep doing it.
You gotta keep doing. It's keep practicing. However you gotta do it. It's just you're gonna find your own practice. I was certified yoga instructor. Well, I am a certified yoga instructor, and the studio that I was gonna really teach at, like the way of teaching was very like boom 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 boom. Not really free flowing and. Like I'm like, how can I know that this class has a way of doing things and there's a structure, but my body wants to move freely and do, what I mean? Like I want to be myself. So that's something that it's just working on. It's like with yoga too. It's like just breathe and move. Just breathe and move. That's really it. You're doing yoga. Just don't think about it. Why think so hard? Your thoughts are gonna be there no matter what. But don't feed into them. Don't get attached to them and be like, okay, I'm my thoughts right now, so I'm gonna be thinking about exactly how I should be doing this, how I look like. Then that's when you get caught up in the rat race and your mind's just like, okay, you know what I mean? I'm done. Like, I gotta call it quits.
Okay, I always thought yoga was like a thing where I feel like meditation, right? I feel like it's like a thing where you connect with like you inside yourself, like in a spiritual kind of way. And I thought, correct me if I'm wrong, Bruce, bro. Is it like is yoga like a thing where you're I thought you were like connecting with your body while breathing, like trying to do like difficult like stretch poses to like kind of like an endurance thing. You're kind of like challenging yourself to do things that you wouldn't normally do. I thought that was kind of like a difference.
I would say yoga is like meditation in motion.
Oh,
It's meditation in motion and being able to really find your edge, like holding the.
What do you mean by edge?
So holding the pose for a certain amount of minutes, like really like burning. You know what I mean? Like going, like really seeing. That's how you find yourself. See, all right, let me see how strong I am. You know what I mean? Or where does my mind need to be worked? What part of my mind needs to be worked on? So I'm not really like, okay, this is painful. Nah, just a sensation that I'm in right now, and I'm growing. That's what it is. Not pain. This is sensation right now. This is, you know what I mean? That's how I look at it when I'm really getting into my practice with yoga.
Yeah, no, I did a yoga class once, and I was like, just one time, right? And that shit was hard. Like I was like, expecting yoga to be chill, have fun, just relax. It's supposed to be relaxing. But I found it like I was struggling the whole time. I was like, all right, I can't, like, to keep my balance is one. I'm like focused, like, yo, how am I don't want to fall or whatever, or yo, oh damn, this stretch is hurting my body, and the way you explain it right there is, it's like, not yoga is teaching you how to deal with struggle in general, kind of, right? It's like, all right, I'm struggling right now to get through it, and you have to have the mental power to tell your body, nah, I'm not struggling, I'm good. And then
I'm good.
The same
I'll be right back. You know what I mean? If I fall down, whatever, I'm gonna get right back up. I know that I'm okay. You know what I mean? That's really you hit it on the nail right there. That was dope. But yeah, that's really how it is, man. Like I look at it too, like it really it trains your mind and also your body. So it's like when something feels like off, you're like, oh man, why does this feel off? It's like, okay, let me investigate that and let me really try it again. But let me really slow down and breathe and not try to get into this pose. Let it just happen. You know what I mean? That's how I really start learning and really getting into yoga, is when I started taking the time to really like ask myself the questions and really like, okay, why is it really a challenge for me to do this pose? Like, what am I feeling? Like, you know what I mean? It's like speaking to the body, and the body speaking to you.
Crazy.
That makes sense. that makes perfect sense, bro. So like, what was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna say, this reminded me of like, forgot the podcast, bro. Me and Jason were talking about it, bro. This again, the same thing. Remember I said like I spoke this before, and now it's coming back. I watched this I heard this podcast one time, and it talked about like endurance of the mind or something. And it talked about like that when your mind is like, oh, I'm done, I'm quitting. That means you're only 40% of the capability that you're able to do. So push yourself even more. The thing, it was like some dude, right? He's running. He's never ran a marathon in his life, but because he had like such a strong mindset, he was able to do it because he was like, oh, I'm fucking tired. I'm dead. Fuck it. That's my mind telling me to quit, but I'm not going to quit. I'm going to push myself. And I believe he ends up finishing the marathon or something, like half marathon.
I think it was. Like even with like a torn muscle or something like that too.
Oh yeah. I've definitely had experiences like that where I'm like, yo, this don't feel right. Maybe I have to go to the doctors, and I'm like, let me take all the practices that I know and really let's see how this works. Okay. I've had a day where I was just doing yoga all day, drinking water, and just meditating and not really putting my mind onto the pain. I was like, this isn't what I think it is. Yeah, and it definitely felt like relief, and I felt like, okay, that's something. The Eastern philosophy that they be talking about, that's something.
Yeah, I feel like what is that about life, bro? Like your mind just like, I feel like it like kind of like doubts you, bro. Like it doubts.
It goes into fight or flight. It's the ego. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh no, don't do that. Don't be your best version of yourself.
It's like stay in this box.
Stay in this box. Exactly, Jason.
Oh
Stay in the
shit!
box.
Yeah.
So,
Oh man, bro, I've been fighting my mind and my body a long time, then, bro. I'd be like, fuck, I can't do this
battle,
shit, and then and then I'd be like, fuck, we're going. You know, it's like a fucking train. That's the example I always say. Like the train is rolling in my life, bro, and and if for some reason I come to a halt, I'm just at a stop, bro. You know, I'm grabbing people at fucking. Well, I went to train station. I don't know, downtown. And we out. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's like, oh man, I get
what you're saying, bro. And everyone goes through it. Everyone goes through it. You know, I feel like I be really feeling like I'm like a lot of the things that I do, the extreme things that I do, like that are like you know, I just got finished doing a 3-day fast. You know, I've done a 7-day fast before, and I'm like, I feel like even as challenged as it was to do it. And like how many things I was going through like the 3 days, like 7 days was crazy. But the 3 days that I just went through, I just finished today. I just ate my first meal today. And I'm like, but the 3 day, I'm like, this is really like, woo. Like I feel my body cleaning out, but if I let my mind go off right now, I'm gonna be in a lot of shit right now because that's where I was feeling. You know what I mean? And I was my mind almost went into fight or flight, where I was like, no, you gotta eat something. You know, my sister's doing the same thing, but she's going more than I am. I'm like, I'm starting to lose muscle. I'm like, I gotta stop right now. but yeah, no, but as far as the mental, yeah, it's just really, it's an ever long battle that we're gonna have with the mind, but it's like it's a choice too. It's like, okay, who are you? How are you gonna fight, and who are you gonna let win? You know, then there's practice. There's practices for that. You know, yoga is one that I practice, but I'm like the fasting is more of like I'm like that. I like to go straight to my edge where I'm like I'm uncomfortable because I'm if I already know that's where growth is. All right, fuck it. Let's just get it out of the way, you know?
Bro, that must have been the toughest thing, bro. Your mom was telling you to cook, bro. I saw that on the story, bro. You must have smelling all the food, bro.
It helps. The food aroma, it helps.
Oh, really?
I thought it would make it worse, bro.
I was only able to do it because I did when I did the 7 days, I was doing research and it was like cook. And I cooked for my family. I remember the vegetable. I cooked so many like just fresh vegetables and rice and all. I'm like smelling. I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm eating right now. You know what I mean? It was throwing the cravings away.
So I did a 3-day fast last year, but I fucked up, bro. I did it like correctly, but then a day and a half later, I went to Las Vegas, bro. With Jason for his birthday, bro. Yeah, so I like legit when we came back to Boston, I told these dudes that I was like, yo, you know how I went to the bathroom every casino? Bro, I was like puking and shit, bro. Cause bro, you go from like not eating nothing to then you break fast to then like you're eating like good stuff. And then I was eating like Johnny Rockets and fucking burgers and
drinking every hour.
Drinking every night, bro. Bro, I was fucked up, bro. I'd be like, oh shit. Oh. Yeah. I'd be like, yo, I'm going to the bathroom real quick. Again? Yo, you're going again, bro? Yeah, bro. You know, it's the food, bro. Fucking, bro, pop a gum, bro, and then I'm drinking again. It was the fucking worst, bro. Oh, I'm telling you, I was
it's like, because it's like you did that fast, and then it's like you had a whole fresh new body, and then you...
You went to go put some crap in it, bro.
I was going to say, yeah. So, like, when I did the fast, that's what amazed me. At first, like, I remember the first day was like the hardest thing I ever had to fucking do. Like, cause I never fasted before, right? Rob was like, yo, I'm doing this fast. Like, and I was like, I'm gonna do it too. Like, man, he did it like 2 weeks prior. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna do it. And I was like, I'm gonna start on Monday. So I did it on fucking Monday. But I wasn't thinking like, oh, it's gonna fuck up my body. And when I did it, like the first day, I was like, man, I don't know if I could go a day without eating, bro. Like, I'm at 72 hours, bro. That's a lot, bro. I was complaining to myself. And then like the I don't know if you want to call it ego or something. It came into my head and I was like, yo, what the fuck, bro? You really complaining, bro? It's only 3 days, bro. Like, what the fuck? I could do this shit, bro. Like, yo. And I like my stubbornness really drove me to the finish line. And then I felt really good. And I was like, oh man, this is awesome. Like, I feel great. And then I fucked it all up, bro, eating fucking burgers and shit. And then, bro, like my whole body was like, fuck you, bro. Like, you fucked me all up, you piece of shit, bro. Like,
you know what? I had a fast like that too, where I was fasting, and then I was like, all right. It was like I did like 2 days, and I felt the results already. And then when I ate so much, and it was like I got bloated, and I put the weight right back. And I don't really be fasting to lose weight. I don't fast to lose weight. It's a little deeper than that for me. Like, you know, I like to. It's like for me, I like to tighten up and like chisel away at what my you know. If I'm in a kind of a weird mental space or emotional space, I'm like, I think that's something I need to check in on. You know what I mean? It's like giving us the whole body and mind a reboot.
Okay. Yeah, no, I definitely feel that, bro. Because I didn't do the fast to lose weight. I don't think I even lost weight. I think I lost like 2-3 pounds. Nothing crazy, but I think like it was more for the challenge, like because
that's like, discipline too. That's a lot of self-discipline.
Yeah, I was like, because I always want to do stuff I've never done before. Like, I'm like you, similar to you. I want to put myself in like uncomfortable situations and fucking, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I do like, you know, I don't know what the fuck I do, bro. But like, you know what I mean? But I just, I just like, you know what I'm saying?
What the fuck? I don't know what I do.
I get you.
Nah, I couldn't think of something, but like, it's like I'm just constantly.
You do too much.
Yeah. I'm constantly trying to like challenge myself. I guess the example is like this podcast, right? Like I had a lot of like, because I wanted to do something like this when I was a little kid, since I was a little kid, like because I always looked up to like, you know, Dave Letterman and fucking, you know, I used to watch those shows and I used to, you know, I'd be in the mirror, bro, legit like, hey, so what's going on? You know, like fucking, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I always say like, I want to be like a showman, bro. Like, yeah, like similar to you, I love movies. I want to dive into, I was in the drama club, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like shit like that. That's just stuff I like. So it came to like a thing where I was like, fuck, bro. I lost my train of thought, bro. Fuck, bro. Whatever, bro.
Yo, all right. Let me say something, bro. I've been trying to say something for like 20 minutes, bro. One thing I think about the meditating and like the fasting and always challenging your body is just like kind of getting rid of the boundaries between your body and your mind. You know what it is? It's kind of like trying to combine it all together into one like being, and the spirit too. It's like, so I don't even know how to explain it. So I think that one thing that the people in general in life, you know, what they do is get comfortable with themselves. You know, we eat whatever we eat, you know, we watch TV, we do all this bullshit all the time, man. And it's just like, just to pass the time. I think that doing things like meditating, you know, challenging yourself with fasting, it kind of like puts you in the moment and like shows you like, what am I? Who am I? What, like, I'm a human being. I'm this, and I have this body, and I can do what I want with this body. And it's like really, it's like you said, like Eastern philosophy and all that is like, it's based off of like Buddha. The man didn't, like, the story of Buddha is he sat at a tree for like mad long. It was like 40 days, or I don't even know how long it was, and didn't eat, and all he did was meditate for that long. And you think like, why, like the significance of that story is he got to get rid of the boundary between his body and the spirit and his mind and everything, got to combine it and come out with this, you know, new perspective on life. And then we just take that for granted. We don't do any of those kinds of acts to try to help, you know, boost up your spirit. Cause then, you know, you become a real human being, and you could tell when somebody's spirit is crazy, like high, they're carrying themselves with like a whole different type of energy that not a lot of people have, which I think is crazy. So for you, what do you think is the significance of, you know, trying to better your spirit all the time?
I just love growth, man. I'm a huge fan of growth, and like really creating a whole new cycle, you know, way of living, especially from a family, because, you know, we come from a long line of some you know, darkness.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah, for sure.
And, you know, I'm like, I am the only one in my family. I have a pretty big family that really is on this wave. So, it's like I have to be that leader, and also, you know, be a light to shine onto this. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm starting to see my sisters really get into it. Like, you know, when I'm around, I start seeing it. I'm like, okay. And it doesn't have to be. You know, I would say every day is great to really just get into these things and practice them. But just in no matter what else you do, it's like I watch TV, I watch movies, you know what I mean? I smoke my weed, whatever. Like, there's balance. That's balance right there. You know, when that shows okay, we are human, but also we know that we're bigger than ourselves. So that's where the meditation and other thing kind of comes in, where it's out of body. It's like, okay, this is on surface, doesn't matter, you know, it's bigger than that. And the other stuff is like, okay, I'm human, I'm here, how you doing? Yeah, that's fine. Like, well, that's my perspective on that. Yeah, I'm just inspired to like help, you know, not just help people, but be an idea that, you know, like that people can maybe be inspired by, you know, not be maybe, but be inspired by.
Yeah, definitely. No, I will say you're inspirational for sure, bro. You are your complete self, bro. And for someone like me or like Jason, bro, right, where we're trying to be ourselves, and like, let's say like there's like some doubt in us where we're like, fuck, like, you know, did I say something stupid? You know what I mean? It's like that thing where like it's like, oh, Bruce is himself, you know what I mean? I could be myself. It's like a thing where like, you know what I mean? Like, especially like I feel like little kids, bro. Like my little brother, bro, he comes up to me and he asks me all these questions about the guests and all that stuff. And he's starting to interact more, bro. Like when I was listening to I was listening to one of your songs, bro. We talked about it earlier. Is it Sometimes? I think it's Sometimes. And I was like, yo, it's like, he was like, yo, it's like mesmerizing. It's like you're like in a hypnosis. And I was like, yeah, he's 12. He's 12, right? And I was like, yeah, bro, that shit's crazy, this and that, bro. Like, I was like, he's a fucking beast. And like, it's like a thing where like I don't know. It's like, I'm trying to like, man, I'm losing my, like, bro, my fucking,
keep going,
like,
you good.
My like mind is like all over the place, bro. Like, I gotta like fucking bring it together, bro. All right, let me think, bro.
You're talking about the little man.
Yeah, I don't know why I brought up my little brother, because like right now, real quick, my mind went to what I fucked up earlier. Well, not fucked up, but what like I forgot earlier. So pretty much like, let me just explain that. It's in my fucking head, bro. So all right. So I was talking about challenges, bro, and I said that this podcast is a fucking challenge, bro, right? And I was saying that I did it, and I do it every week, and I overcame that, bro. That's the thing that I was coming to, bro, right? And I don't know why I brought up my little brother, bro. And it's gonna come, but I don't know. Fuck it, bro. I don't know, bro. Fuck. Shit, dude. Oh man.
You want to move on?
Yeah. Let's move on, bro.
All right. So, you know, one thing that you do all the time too is, you know, you're a spiritual guy. You know, clearly we've had this whole long conversation about being spiritual and everything, and you put that into your music. So, are you trying to inspire? Like, what are you trying to inspire in your listeners through your music?
That it's okay to, you know, like be spiritual or be, you know, expressive in that sense. That's definitely my thing, and that's just who I am, you know. But I don't push on the people. I'm not selling it. It's just like either you listen to it, buy into whatever you want to call it, or you don't, you know. So, but yeah, that's the big thing. I definitely want to like share that part of me to like have other people connect with it in a way where they can connect with themselves and their own spirits.
Yeah,
at least have an idea of what that can mean for them. You know,
I think I could agree with you on that. I think it's like a thing where like if someone's like ignorant to a fault, right, where they just don't know about like spirituality and the mind and getting to know yourself, right, and they listen to someone like you, bro, Bruce Buddah, bro, they listen to your music and they hear your experiences and how positive it is for you and just the energies that you give when you're, you know, giving out your music. It's like a thing where like it's like you feel like I could do that shit too, bro. You know what I mean? I could feel that way too. You know, like it's like I could like be at those levels of energy with Bruce, bro. That makes sense, bro.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think, man, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Something that came to my head, bro. Why'd you come up with the name Bruce Buddah, bro?
Yo, yeah, I was just
that just came to my head, bro.
Okay, so this is it's not Bruce Buddah doesn't represent me. It represents an idea.
Uh-huh.
Represents an idea of, you know, like character, charisma, energy, peace, love, you know, spirituality, and like there's just infinite, you know, meanings that I personally can attach to it, but also like just my well-being, everything, how I live, like that's an idea, you know, that my heart runs with. So that's Bruce Buddah.
Well, how did you choose the name Bruce and Buddah?
So actually, one of my close friends who made a lot of the beats that I've worked on, created on. One day he said to me, he's like, bro, like, I don't know what it is. And I haven't, this is before I became an artist. I didn't have my name right. I didn't even have a name. I was gonna go with Jakil, like my actual name, but I was like, there was actually somebody that's named Jakil. I'm like, damn.
So you have a song, bro. You mentioned your real name, bro.
Yeah. So like, when I like, one day he said, like, he goes, yo, I don't know what it is. Like, when I look at you, man, like, no funny, but like when you be smiling sometimes, you just give me like a Buddha vibe and that energy. I feel it. And he started calling me Buddha. And I was like, all right, you know, I appreciate that. Like, you know, like Buddha actually is an idea, you know, even though, you know, it represents a person, but it's still an idea that people, you know, either conform to or really live by. So, and I mean, I do connect with that, you know, the ideas and philosophies of Buddhism. I do connect with it in a way. I'm not saying I'm religious or anything, but I connect with that. But yeah, like when I had my first studio session, you about to leave? Okay, when I had my first studio session, we were trying to figure out the name. Like, so what are you gonna do? I'm like, well, I'm not just gonna call myself Buddha. Like, that don't feel right. I don't really like, even the way I spelled it. I didn't really want to like take complete Buddha. I don't know. It just didn't connect with me in that way, where I was just taking this name and, you know, using it as mine completely, you know. But I still like the idea of it that I really wanted to use. And then, you know, I just finished the song. It was top of the food chain, and I had a Bruce Lee shirt on. I love Bruce Lee.
Okay.
I love them.
Me too, bro.
Me too, man. Like 6 years old.
Have you seen the fucking documentary ESPN did?
No, I didn't.
Be Like Water, bro. You gotta watch that. Bro.
I gotta watch that. Yeah, I gotta watch that.
Yeah, it's a 30 for 30, I think. Wait, what were you saying about Bruce Lee?
But you know, I really do love, like, not just because of, you know, the martial arts, but like his ideas, his philosophy, everything. Like, I connect to it strongly. But yeah, you know, then I also think about, like, you know, some of my favorite characters, like as far as the Bruce part, that's just my charisma and character, you know what I mean? And like that might show up through different names. I like to be animated with this stuff, you know. I'm in the entertainment business too. I love it. So we got Bruce Banner, we got Bruce Wayne and Suave, you know what I mean? We got different Bruces up in there. So yeah, that's really the premise of Bruce Buddah.
That's cool. That's a cool fucking, what's that called? The fucking
alias?
Nah, like a fucking like a story. What's that shit called? Oh man, it's like a not post story, like a fucking like origin story, bro.
Origin
right there. Yeah.
We got some special shit coming for y'all. Don't worry. We got some special, like, really crazy shit. So
like music wise?
Not just music, visuals, everything. Like there's a lot of fun stuff coming with this, because I'm like I said, it's an idea. And if it's an idea, personally, I don't get attached to it. I don't go too crazy. Like, you know, for example, like if I was to come up with an animation, I wouldn't just make it myself, because I'm gonna be like, all right, I need it to look like this, and then, you know, it's that, like, that doesn't look, you know, I don't want to do. I'm like, this is an idea of what this character, this is the mascot of this character, the animation, whatever. But yeah, that's something right there. That's a little hush hush.
Nah, because
exclusive shit, bro.
I was gonna say, like, you haven't released a full length project yet, right?
No, I was just going through the singles since September 2019, just singles, just building a catalog and just showing like my versatility, showing like that I'm like, all right, I can do anything. This is just different music, you know. Every song doesn't sound the same. You won't ever hear the same sound, same you know, content. It's different every time. So that's where I had to get the juices flowing and get my music out there just for myself too. Like, all right, let me just put this out, and then I can come back and do whatever I want with it. Now I got to study I got to study the business now, because I have all the content. Now let me study the business, and then everything else is gonna flow from there.
Oh, you saying, Jay?
No, I was gonna say I could definitely tell that you were trying to you were testing the waters for sure, because like literally every song you go through, it's a little bit different. Then the next song, different sounds, different instruments in it, different flows. You're singing a little bit different. Like the most recent song was "Go Getter," right? "Go Getter."
Yeah.
And that song, like the intro, in this corner,
it's like a boxing match. Oh man,
yo, that shit was dope. And then you come in, you start spitting and shit, and I'm like, damn, bro, like this is a unique song that you don't hear. It's like something different. It's like like I'm telling you that's what really makes the difference between an amateur and somebody that's gonna make it. It's like not being afraid to be yourself through your music, not just trying to conform to what everybody else is doing, but trying to be yourself. And for sure, like you even talk about people are always rapping about Dracos and everything like this, and it's not maybe it's not even true for them. It's crazy.
No, so that's why I can't. Yeah, go. My bad, Vic. Go ahead.
No, go. I was gonna say like some of all my favorite artists, bro. They have like different things, different styles. Like, bro, like Kanye West, for example, every album is different. You know what I mean? Like The Weeknd, bro. He there's different songs, bro. There's different types of beats in his stuff. J. Cole, bro. Like J. Cole went from like Sideline Story. If you compare Sideline Story to KOD, it's like totally different.
Completely different.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think makes like that you're not afraid to test the waters. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, this is no hate, bro, but just things that I noticed. Like if an artist comes to mind like Dave East, bro. Dave East is a beast, but I feel like a lot of his music is the same, bro. It's
a better example is like The Baby, bro. The Baby is one that the same flow on the same, and like literally you can predict before you even hear a song from exactly The Baby, and it's gonna sound the same, bro.
Like or Boogie or something. It's like a thing where like it's fire. But like that fire kind of like dies down because you're not giving me nothing new, bro. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like the way you're making your music, bro, and the
going about it,
flows and stuff, and the way you're going about it is, bro, it's awesome, bro. I'm telling you, I was like, yo, Jason, bro, it's fucking different, bro. It's crazy, bro. Like he has some crazy messages. You got to listen to it, bro. And he was like, oh, I got you. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's gonna differentiate you from the pack, bro. That you're not afraid to try some shit out, bro. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Maybe people will be on it, on the wave, maybe people won't. But you're being yourself, and you're not afraid to fucking hit that uncomfortable feeling. You know what I mean? And I think that's how you carry your life, bro. Just going through this conversation.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I'm big on goals. I'm really big on goals and having them, writing them down. Like, you know what I mean? Like I write things down. I'm big on that. And when I'm talking about writing them down, I don't think small. I think really big. Like I see yes sir, keep it on deck. That's the brain right there. That's actually the brain. That's your brain. Like, you know what I mean? That's Victor's brain. That ain't the crazy brain that we just got. You know what I mean? It's like everything. So like, but like I'm saying, like I have big goals on being in this game music. Like for a long time, and like I be seeing visions, bro. Like I put myself in those situations because I know that's real. When you really put yourself being surrounded by a certain amount of people or whatever kind of people that you know what I mean. I put myself in that mind frame and that mindset, and I'm like, I know that this is no coincidence that I'm doing this, how I'm doing it, and how I'm growing. I know that that's no coincidence. I know that this is something. And I'm going somewhere very high. Like I feel that. So yeah, that's definitely a big thing a big reason why to not put yourself in a box, because we have such a bigger way of thinking that we can get a lot more than we want. And then the thing is next is just, all right, how can I keep this going?
Yeah. Keep the same energy is what I told Vic.
Keep that same energy.
The other day, Vic was like, yo, I feel like I'm coming back. I used to say that bald Vic was my best Vic. And then I was like, bro, the most important part is keeping the same energy and keeping it going for the rest of as long as you can, until eventually you'll burn out. But once you burn out, you take a little break and then you come right back on it, bro.
Yeah, not because it was like a thing for like, all right, when it was like a time in my life, I was probably 18, 19, you know, I call it, I was bald. Like I literally went bald. So it was like a time where I was bald. It was a time where I was just like, yo, I was reading a book a week, bro. Like, bro, breezing through it, bro, taking notes, bro. And it was just in my head. Boom. I was meditating, bro, every morning in the shower. I was testing my mind all the time with like things like, bro, like I've never taken a cold shower in my life. Bro, for like a whole summer, bro, I took nothing but, bro, I just go right there, bro, and it'd be, bro, cold, bro, and I was, bro, you know, I was challenging myself every day, bro. I was in more physical shape, bro. Like I was just doing the most, bro, and I was like, man, I'm not. I was always like, I felt like I was like kind of, you know, like that old guy. Oh, you know, back in high school, you know, I used to get all the ladies, bro. You know, something like that. You know what I mean? No. I'm talking about like someone like that just like.
Oh! I thought you said you were that guy. I was about to be.
No. Just like lives in the past, kind of. No. Yeah. Someone that like lives in the past. You know what I mean? And it was like a thing where like I was like, yo, I gotta like it was like I felt like that. I felt like I kept going back to like a past self. Like, oh, I was better then. I was better then, and now. Like I'm reading again, and I'm going to the gym here and there, bro, and I'm just growing as a person. It's like, bro, I feel like I'm better, bro. You know, I feel like I'm growing tremendously, bro, and it's awesome, bro.
It's like the first time around is like really that's testing the waters, and then it's like, okay, now I got to find a way to make it consistent, like a habit out of it, and not burn out, you know. Because before, I'm sure you were just like, all right, this is really who I am, you know?
Yeah.
And then now it's remembering. You got to remember. And it's going to come gradually and at the pace that you want it to come.
Yeah, like bro, I'm like, you know, like a quarter of the way done with Permanent Record, bro, like the Edward Snowden book. And I read like, I was slacking because, bro, I'm telling you, I went from reading a book a week to read, bro, I read like half a book in 3 months, bro. I was like, fuck, dude. And then in 2 days I finished like the first Harry Potter book like this week, and I was like, oh man, I'm you know what I mean, I felt good, like I feel like it's just like a pace, like a change of pace, bro, in my life. Like I left the bank, bro. Like I don't work at State Street no more, things like that. And it was like I felt like that was kind of like hindering my growth and hindering who I wanted to be, kind of. I felt like I was in that box that we keep talking about, like. I was holding myself back.
I think it's the routine, bro. Routines kill you like crazy, bro. I feel like once, you know, you wake up, I'm going to wake up at 7:30. I'm going to take a shower, drive to work. I'm going to work. I'm going to come home. I'm going to cook, whatever, eat, and then, you know, do whatever you do in the last hours of your day. And then the next day you do the same thing. And that routine just kills you, bro. It like breaks down your mind, your creativity. It's just crazy. I hate that.
Yo, I was just saying this. I made a post about this. Because, you know, I'm really big on, like, I was really big on routine. Like for, you know, I'll go through, there will be times when I just go through a whole month where I'm just writing down my week and from what I'm doing from AM until PM till I'm going to bed. Like I'll write, and I'll start on Sunday and I'll write out the whole week, Monday through Sunday. And I burned out, and I'm like, this isn't really the way. I'm not present. I'm living for tomorrow every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm stuck living for tomorrow. And like, then I started feeling even better when I became aware of that. Because now I'm like, all right, I'm gonna write down things that I want to get done, and I'm gonna get to them. I'm gonna get to them when I get to them. I'm not gonna hold them off, but I'm gonna get to them, and everything's all right. I'm doing exactly what I need to be doing, and this is enough. Like you're right, bro. That is a burnout. Routines are a burnout.
Yeah,
and that's a big.
What are you gonna say?
That's a big reason why I left too, because, you know, right when I left, I went harder with music.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, you fucking jumped out of plane, bro.
Yeah, I went skydiving. Yeah, it was like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was like, bro, I'm telling you, it was weird. Like bro, Jason even says like I was different as a person, bro. Like I wasn't
not
like,
the same energy at all, bro.
Yeah, I legit have this thing about me where I love to joke around. I love to annoy people, bro. And it became like instead of being the joker, bro, the jokester, and becoming like annoying, I was getting annoyed, bro. And that's not me, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. It was just crazy to me that I was all fucked up. Bro.
Yeah, nah, I think it's
without
funny.
even realizing it though.
Yeah, I think it's funny that Bruce said that. You know, the routine, planning it out, trying to make it, you know, happen the same thing every day. That happened to me too, bro. Like I was like, you know, trying to plan out my days because you know you want to maximize your productivity. So if you know what you're gonna do in the next 20 minutes, then you're not gonna, you know, you're less likely to not ruin your day, but like spend some time doing something that you don't really want to be doing. So I was trying to do that. You know, I'm trying to do kind of like both because you know, eventually I got to a point where I was like Bruce said, it's like it's not really me. I'm just like a robot, bro, doing what I gotta do so that one day I could be who I want to be. So in that moment, I'm not who I want to be. I'm just, you know, the robot trying to create that person that I want to be in the future. And I was like, bro, I want to still be myself and like know that this is myself in the moment. So I started going at my own pace. You know, I wasn't trying to, you know, rush into the next thing and do this and do that. I was like, you know, I'd wake up, I'd be like, all right, who's Jason? That'd be the first question I ask myself every morning, bro. Who is Jason? I'd be like, oh, you know, what is Jason today? I feel like, you know, I feel pretty productive today. I feel, you know, high energy or whatever. But some days, you know, you wake up and I'm like, who is Jason? And I'd be like, damn, I'm tired as fuck today. I don't want to do nothing, bro. You know, but you know, you ask yourself the questions and be like, all right, is that really what you want? Who do you want yourself to be tomorrow? Or like stuff like that, you know? And that way I was able to, you know, be present in the moment, but still get my shit done, you know. That's like funny that he said that too. So I guess it's, you know, it's a common thing that happens.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope the way you put that. I definitely would say, like, if there's one thing I would advise to anyone, including myself, is to do at least 2 to 3 things every day that is just you. Or, you know, just me. Like every day I'm gonna do this. I know, like, no one, you know, no one's sharing this time with me. Nothing else is in the way. Like, this is exactly what I want to do, even if it is having a lazy day. That's, you know, all right. This is me right now. I'm able to do this right now because I don't got to worry about nothing. You know what I mean? I feel like that's a really important thing that we have to check in on too, because that's a big contributor to like our mental health and everything too.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's like I feel so like good, bro. Like now that I'm, you know what I mean? It was like, I'm telling you, I felt like I was in a box, bro. And another thing that gets me, bro, is I never felt like I was like at home, bro. If that makes sense. I always felt like I was different at the bank. Like I would look around and, these dudes were cool people. I'm not gonna throw any shame or hate on them, whatever. They're great dudes, bro. But I just felt like no matter how much I tried to like kind of assimilate in the bank, I just couldn't, bro. I felt like I was just different from the rest. I couldn't really like get myself to fully like not engage, but just fully become a part of that system. I felt like I was like kind of like always the outlier. It was weird, bro. And I feel like now that I feel like now that I'm out of it, it's like I'm back, baby. I'm back and I'm better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the code switching, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I feel like if you're code switching, are you not being somebody else, bro? Like, are you not trying to put on a face, like putting on a mask, bro? Like, yo, I'm this person today. That's not really you. And that literally, I feel like that breaks down who you are in yourself inside. If you do that every single day, then you just lose sight of who you really are.
And companies train you to be like that. I mean, naturally, we're like that a lot. Like, think about like how you're gonna talk to one, like, you know, elderly person and a kid, you know what I mean, or your homies, whatever. It's all different, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like naturally we do it, but then in like those settings, those business system settings, it's definitely like, okay, it's hard to be yourself and stay yourself when you gotta be someone else every single day. You lose
exactly. Like I remember like, yo, like it's crazy. Like dudes used to say something to me, like kind of like snarky or whatever, or kind of like a clap back. But I would never clap back because, like, bro, Jay, if anyone knows me, bro, like someone said something to me, I'm gonna say something back. I always got a response. But I was like, I don't want to like. I feel like I can't take the joke there. I can't like I feel like it's gonna cross like some boundaries, bro, that I don't know of. So I would just be like, yeah, man. And I felt like I was like holding myself in for so long. Like I was like giving myself like holding myself back. I was like, man, it's crazy, bro. Like it's like, fuck.
So what I would say is sometimes, bro, like now that you went through that experience,
Yeah.
Sometimes I really believe it's okay to like not clap back, but just be yourself in a way where it's like you control that whole situation. And you know what I mean? It's almost like when either people are pointing fingers at you, you know what I mean? You know, you ever heard they got 4 point right back at them?
Yeah.
So it's like that's how yeah. So that whole like situations like that, we can easily like navigate and kind of take people out of that world and bring them into our own world. You know what I mean? Whether it be, it might be a laugh because then they're like, yo, all right, this person's validating me. I just shit on them. They're validating me. Wow, I like this person. They might not ever shit on you again. Huh? It'd be like that.
Yeah, nah. It's oh man, like I'm telling you, bro. I just feel better, bro. I feel like a snake. Like I just got out of my skin, bro, and I'm liberated, bro, and I'm just chilling with some. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, like I feel good.
I'm telling you, just keep the same energy, bro.
Keep the same energy.
Yeah, bro. I'm going from like, bro, one setting to like a completely different setting of work, bro. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited for sure. It's gonna be definitely different. But yo, something that came to my mind was earlier you said you're not religious, bro. But we know, you know, you're a spiritual man, bro. What's the difference between spirituality, bro, and religion?
Well, I mean, so I read the Bible, I read the Holy Quran. Like I do a little bit of study of that. I definitely I study the Word, and I'm a big believer in God and you know higher power. Because that's how I connect to it, and that you know from my experiences, like me having faith and actually using it, like I felt it, you know. It's not just something that I'm just blurting out, you know. I really feel it, and it's not something that I'm like, all right, you need this, you need, no.
Yeah, you're not selling it, right?
No. And I mean, I definitely like. I feel the blessings from just even speaking it into like you know in my music and this is something that's being like played around the world and everything and like you know like I feel like I get good blessings for that, you know, keeping my faith strong and really being true to myself in that sense. But as far as religion, yeah, I'm just you know I grew up you know having to go to church and when I got in high school I was kind of getting into some crazy shit, like nothing crazy but just with my family it was a little different and they really forced church on me and you know that was a whole other experience for me where I resented it, you know. And then as I got like after high school, you know, I feel like I went through a really dark place in my life, you know, really bad place, you know, suicidal, like wasn't speaking to my family for years, you know, just really off on my own little thing on my own world, you know. I've been like basically before this whole COVID thing, you know, I was really just doing a lot on my own since my sophomore year of high school, just kind of living wherever, you know, just doing my thing and the
surviving,
just whatever, you know, making it work. And yeah, man, like me just starting to actually have faith and like just mention God and, you know, how I connect to it praying, like, you know, like I started feeling that and I started feeling better, like you feeling good, you know, and I'm like, all right, let me keep that same energy. Let me feel good every day. Like, and let me do what's working for me, you know? So that's, but I can't attach to a religion because I'm not perfect. I slip up, you know, I do things like that aren't of certain religions, you know. So that's why it's like there's a balance there. I understand balance though. I'm learning about it. So but yeah, I would say for me it's balance over religion.
Okay. So one thing that I saw a lot when you like going through your shit was The Art of Peace, which is like is a book, right?
That's a
So
book.
what like I mean I've never read the book, but I know I've heard about the book multiple times, and it's like a lot of people say it's like life-changing book. So like
It got me into the bow staffs.
So
it got me into Keto.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy, bro.
So
Yeah,
talk about that and like what it means to you.
Well, honestly, bro, like I be reading it like it's like a Bible. You know, I read a couple pages every day. It's a little pocket book. Yeah, like, and I be feeling a lot of the words that's in it. You know, I feel like I'm reaping from it. You know, like almost like I'm in a garden and there's just mad fruit that's already ready to just be picked. And when I pick that book up,
shit.
I'm just soaking it all in. I'm like, oh, okay, I feel that. You know, like I'm learning something right now about myself and also just how to like show up in the world and also not be like take on a really, like, let's say on a surface level, and not take things personal and let my emotions get the best of me. That's really it's been kind of helping. It's therapeutic. It is. But yeah, this is right here. Like,
I gotta buy it, bro. I gotta buy it for
gotta,
sure.
yeah. You know, it's only $9. Amazon, only $9.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a great book, man. It's a great book.
I think a book that changed my life, bro, is this book called, like, it's more against Puerto Ricans. Like that book, like, truly, like I feel like that book started like the train, the rolling train. It's a book about how, like, Puerto Rico got colonized and how, like, they were mistreated, and you know, I could go on to, you know, the whole thing, but it's pretty much like that, and it's like how it's unfair and stuff, and it kind of like woke me up to like I was kind of like, what the fuck, you know, it kind of gave me that fire where I was like, yo, we got to do better, bro. You know what I mean? So I feel like when I make moves, or when I'm, you know, when I successfully, like, achieve my goals and things like that, I feel like I'm, you know, not only making myself proud, I'm making, you know, my family proud, but I'm making my people proud. That's the thing. Like, I feel like, you know, I feel like more positive energy I give, and the more hard work I'm doing, I feel like I'm doing it for not myself. I'm doing it for everyone that struggled, and everyone that fucking, you know.
But it's gonna come back. It comes back even more because you're doing that.
Yeah, you know.
But yeah, like, I don't know. I love this book, bro. Like, there's this one of these. I read a page yesterday that really struck out to me. It says, "Be grateful for even for hardship, setbacks, and bad people. Dealing with such obstacles is an essential part of the training in the art of peace." So I'm gonna say it one more time: being grateful even for hardship, setbacks, and bad people. Dealing with such obstacles is an essential part of training in the art of peace. What do you guys think of that? What comes to mind what do you take from that?
So what comes to mind for me would be like, if something bad happens in your life, you gotta be like, all right, yo, although, you know, it was a bad moment in your life, you gotta be grateful because it's teaching you something. You know, I guess every moment in your life comes with a lesson. So if it's although it might be a bad situation, it might be the best lesson that you could have ever had to, you know, better your life.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So like what struck to me is like this ideology that not always, but that I kind of like used to, like, accept things and used to grow, like, and really help me, like, become the person I am. It was kind of like a thing that you're always winning. So even when you lose, you're not losing, you're winning, you're learning and gaining the knowledge that you didn't know that you were naive to or ignorant to, and now you're coming stronger. You know what I mean? You're back. You're back and you're better. You know what I mean? That's why I think, like, some of the greatest champions of the world, you know, they're not undefeated, bro. Because, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like Muhammad Ali's, I idolize that man. He's one of my heroes, bro. And I feel like Muhammad Ali, he didn't have the perfect record, but I feel like he is the true champion of boxing, bro. Because he just, bro, you know what I mean? Through the struggles that man went through, bro, just through all the fucking bullshit, bro. You know what I'm saying? He made it out, and he's champ, bro. And he you know, he left.
He's a legend. He left us, but he's a legend.
Yeah, he left.
Remember.
he left the world and he made his mark, and he's forever a champion, bro. You know what I'm saying? Muhammad Ali, you can't say Muhammad Ali without saying champion, bro. That's the, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I connect.
The champ is here.
Yeah. He's a bro. He's a fucking beast, and like through his like, bro, because this man went to jail and shit, bro. You would think he's losing, bro. You know, he went to jail, bro. Like the fucking, he would go on talk shows and they'd interrupt him like rudely. Stop fucking talking. It's my turn to talk. You know, like you're a disgrace to the country. Like, bro, like that's hard for someone. But it was like a thing where he kept going, bro. And he no matter the struggle, no matter what he was going through, he was himself. He believed in himself, and he was champion. That's the wave, bro. That's the wave, bro. That's what I got. That's what I got. That's what came to my head when you read that, bro. It was awesome.
Word.
Yeah,
I feel that.
Also, it's like a thing where like I feel like it's like inevitable. It's like juggling, bro. You have to have some good, you have to have some bad, and both teach you some great lessons. You know what I mean? And you're kind of living life like this. You're flowing.
Yeah. Even people, like, it's crazy. Like, you know, we all have a friend that it's like they have a certain energy around them, like that might be a little
off.
Yeah, and it's like, dang, like, but I love this person. I gotta keep them around. Like, you know, like they teach a lesson in a big way. You know, you know, they teach us about ourselves and how we should really be with people like that, and also to not really be hard on ourselves if we gotta cut them out. So there's so many lessons with that too. That just came to my mind.
Yeah, no.
Like I said, I read this every day, and like I'll still just be getting new things out of things. When I first got it, I read the whole thing, and then I'm like, all right, this is something I could just open a page and then read. All right, you know what I mean? Like let me just check in real quick, and then I get something different out of it every time. Yeah. So the art of peace is the religion that is not a religion. It perfects and completes all religions.
Boom. That's that, bro, and that connects heavily what we were talking about.
I just opened that page, you know?
Yeah, that's awesome, bro. That's awesome, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, so throughout this episode, I feel like this energy, bro, where it's like we keep like we're saying something, and then like throughout the course of the episode, it just comes, bro. It just keeps coming. I feel like that's just the essence of just great energies, like the three of us together, just diving into like something, and we're like poking holes at the universe or something, bro. I feel like we're changing the world, bro.
This is strong content.
Yo, you're cutting in and out.
Yeah, you're
bro.
cutting
Sit down. Oh, I'm cutting out. Hold on. Are we in?
Hold up.
You hear me clear?
Hold up.
Your phone. All right. It's coming back.
Oh, you're coming. You're back.
Yeah. I was just saying. I'm like, for the audience, you guys gotta probably sit down, lock in. This is some strong content.
Yeah, exactly. That, and I think like
strong content.
A part of like the stuff where I was like, you know, like I lost focus and stuff. I feel like it's like there's so much like positive energy that just like spewing through us that it's like oh, there has to be that kind of like that balance where it's like gotta cut you off a little bit. But we're gonna let you keep going, kind of thing. Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's funny you say that,
bro.
It's funny you say it, because honestly, like, when you kept cutting off and like losing your train of thought, this happens a lot to me, and especially when I'm having these deep conversations with my close friends or family, I'll just get lost in my words. I'm like, it's like we're going through different dimensions. We already said what we needed to say out of it, and then it's on to the next one. I feel that way. It's like going through different dimensions.
Yeah, it's like
that's what, because you're flowing. You know what I mean? Like words are really just like coming out of your mouth, and you're making sense. And it's like you're going somewhere, but it's just like, you know, like it's not like you get distracted or anything, because it's like a quick halt. Yo, I'm telling you, I'll be on that wave where I'm like, yo, we on a deeper level, like we be doing some stuff.
Yeah, I feel like, bro, there's more than the eye can see in this world, bro. There's legit like, and I feel like that's the thing, like, and that's why, like, just to circle it back, that's why you should ask the questions, bro. Right, Bruce? You were saying that you should ask the questions that need to be asked for yourself, just because that's how I feel like you're gonna grow as a person. I feel like if you're scared of your ideas, if you're scared to manifest things, you know what I mean? If you're scared to like try things, if you're scared of the uncomfortable, I feel like you're never gonna truly grow. I feel like you're gonna be that
Or understand
flower.
yourself.
Yeah, you're gonna be that flower that just didn't quite grow.
Yeah.
Didn't quite do it.
I love what you said, Jason. When you said you asked that really hit me too. I gotta write that one down. You said when you wake up, when you're up and you ask yourself, who am I? Who is Jason?
Yeah.
That's really important to ask. Even if the answer doesn't come up, your energy's gonna take on like whoever you are. You know what I mean?
And
I think that was a dope question.
Yeah, nah. The reason I started even asking myself that question is because like I would like do things throughout the day, and like I would be like, why did I just do that? I felt like I said it last week too. I felt like I didn't have conviction in my step. It was like I took a step forward, but I don't know why I did that. Like, was that really the real reason I wanted to do? So like I was realizing, I was like, it's because I feel like I don't know who I am in myself. So the way I wanted to solve that problem was to straight up, right when I wake up, define myself. Who am I in that moment? Because every day you're changing a little bit. Every day you're gonna be a little bit different than you were the day before. So I was like, every day I'm gonna define who I am. So that way, when I take my first step out the door, I know that step is where I want it to be. It's like right, exactly where I wanted it to be. And the next step, exactly where I wanted it to be. And that way, I am my true self. Not only, because how do I know I'm being my true self if I don't ask myself, So that's why you gotta continuously ask yourself, yo, who am I? So I used to do it in the morning and at night. I mean, I do it in the morning and at night. Like, that's what I do. Who is Jason when I wake up? And then by the end of the day, after a whole nother day, who is Jason Mendez when I'm going to sleep? That person can be completely different. That's just how crazy it is. So that's why
it's all energy. It's all energy.
Yeah.
It's all energy.
That's what, like you said, bro, I think the question asking is mad important because, sometimes, like I've had experiences where I think about something and I'm like, I don't want to think about that. And then that's like, those are the thoughts you got to dive into the most. Cause like, why are you so afraid of your own thoughts? Like, it's just your brain. Your brain can, you can put the blocks whatever way. I can make my city upside down in my brain if I wanted it to. So why am I afraid to dive into all these kinds of thoughts or whatever? So that's why I'm like, yo, being afraid of your own thoughts is another thing, is why I constantly am asking myself questions. Because you can't be afraid. That's just dumb. You're your own person. And if you're afraid of your own self, then you're ridiculous, bro. You're not going to be your true self at all. Never.
Yes. Let me give you some drip real quick. So this is what, like, when you feel like something stopping you, this resistance also too from being your true self. So that's something that can happen on surface too, which is with the ego, right? So if there's something that like we actually do want to do or say, and we know we want to say it and we know how to say it, the ego stops us from having it come out. So this is something that I practice with. And just like, also with my music, I make it's affirmation music. I like to make songs that can be affirmations, like if you're repeating the lyrics, like you're taking that energy,
You're taking it in. Yeah.
Taking that energy, listening to it, you're taking that energy. It's, you know what I mean? Like, but I'd say this, I say this pretty often. Resistance is the only thing holding me back. I know what I have to do to be the person I know I need to be, to get the things that I know I want done. And just taking in that power right there, you know what I mean? Like, that's strong. Yeah. Resistance is the only thing holding me back. I know what I need to do to be the person I know I need to be, to get the things that I know I want done. It's simple, bro. Like, it's, but then also you have the affirmations and the power. That's the conviction, is bringing in those words that you like. Who was Jason? Yo, I'm confident. You know what I mean? I'm confident right now. So you're gonna walk like that.
You're gonna walk like that, exactly.
Even if you think like that, even if you just think that.
It's funny, yo, because you were talking about the notebook. So I have a little notebook right here too. I constantly write in it. And the first thing I do is, my name is Jason and I am this, and my name is Jason and I am this. I'm constantly doing it because it's sometimes you just got to remind yourself, because you be forgetting, as time passes by, you forget, oh, this is who I am. So sometimes you got to remind yourself, nah, this is who I am and this is who I want to be. So I got to live like this, be like this, do this to be that. And because I know I want to be that, you know, it's like you're 100% sure of what you want. It's right in front of you. You're looking at yourself in the mirror, but there's still a difference between you, that person in the mirror, and yourself. And that's the little, you know, like the doubt in yourself, and and like you're just afraid, and your fears and everything holding you back from being that person in the mirror. It's crazy, bro.
And it's funny if people call shit like that weird, and it's like, well, it is. It is weird. I'm weird. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But
Yo, I hear it on a daily basis sometimes.
You know what I mean? I'm comfortable with myself. I know myself. I'm doing the work. You know what I mean? Like, do you know yourself? That's what you get them with that sauce. Do you know yourself?
They don't. And they sometimes.
So there we go.
They don't. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
They're kind of like scared of it, bro.
That's what, bro. Yeah. That's funny that you say that, because like, I don't know how many times I've been called weird in my life, bro. Bro,
we talked about that the other day, bro.
We were talking about that like an hour ago, pretty much.
Yeah, like 3 hours. Before we hopped on
my friends, family, like random people on the street, people that just met me, they're just like, what are you talking about? Because I'm not afraid, you know, like that code switching. I never do that. I'm like, that's just one thing, you know. I don't want to ever like taint myself, so I'm never gonna act like anything other than myself. So. That, you know, so that sometimes that comes off as, you know, off-putting to people. You know, it's like they don't want that person that's gonna be real with them. I don't even care, but I'll ask you a question straight up. If I see something wrong with you, I'll ask you straight up, why are you doing that? And sometimes, you know, people get uncomfortable with that. Nah, you're weird. You don't make me think about that kind of stuff. It's like that's when I realized, I'm like, yo, all right. You that something's holding you back from being yourself, and you got to deal with that if you can, you know, be on my level. Because sometimes I just can't deal with those types of people. They're too afraid to be themselves, and I'm like, bro, just, you know, push yourself, bro. Think about it. And I don't know, I think
at least think about it. Yeah, you're right. At least think about it.
It's like life. I think it just comes with life experiences, bro. I think
it's that thing that like people do, like how I felt like I was doing myself, like I was hugging myself. Like I was holding myself back. I think that's what people are scared to release, bro. People are scared to, you know what I mean? It's like a thing where like, fucking, like, I don't know, man. Like you're just like, you're not comfortable enough to flow, bro. And if people like truly like paid attention to energies and stuff like that, yo, you could like, I always say smell it, but you could feel it, bro. Like that when you come up with those questions, bro, when you're asking people that, you're not asking to be a dickhead. You're not asking to, you know, to be goofy. You're asking legitimately. I feel like it's out of like care, bro. And if people read your energy, bro, it would be, they would understand that. Bro.
Yo, that's exactly right. Because I'm never asking a question to try to make you feel bad about yourself. Whenever I ask somebody to like, I try to, you know, I think that one thing, we all have blind spots. We don't see every part. You know, you are yourself, and you can see yourself throughout whatever, you know, you can hear yourself or whatever, but you can't really truly see yourself ever unless you're looking in the mirror. So there's times where the people around you have eyes on you that you can't see, that you can't see yourself from that angle. So when somebody asks you that type of question, like I welcome it always. I'm never afraid. Like, yo, roast me if you want, bro. I don't care. It might make me feel a little uncomfortable, but I love those situations because, you know, I know when I'm a little uncomfortable at the end of that conversation or that situation, I'm gonna come out way better than I did before I got in that situation, because I don't get uncomfortable often. So that's the one. That's the
my guy, bro.
You don't take it personal. That's the thing. It's like people take things way too personal on both sides. So that's definitely something right there. Not taking things personal.
Yeah, you have to be able to laugh at yourself, bro. Like I always tell my boys, bro, they roast me with the same fucking jokes, and I'm like, yo, you guys gotta get creative, bro. Like I've heard it, I laughed at it. You guys gotta keep coming with the fire, bro, when you're roasting me, bro. Because if you're telling me the same shit, it's like watching the rerun. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like so when I hear like something mad creative, bro, like or something that's hilarious, bro. Like Jason's been getting good at roasting me, bro. Low key.
Because I'm talking to you,
bro. But don't tell him, bro. Don't tell him. He'll get cocky and start trying to do it every day. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's like, bro, like. Oh man, I just love that shit, and I feel like that's the thing about like people. You gotta like not take yourself so fucking serious, bro. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be able to laugh not only at the world or whatever's happening or whatever, but you gotta be able to laugh at yourself, bro.
I think it's
like,
humility, bro. Humility is what it's called, bro.
Yes, sir.
It's being able to, and this comes with the humbleness. You know, once you're able to, you know, ask those questions and not be afraid of yourself, you become humble. You know, you're just like, I'm cool. I'm so sure of myself. I don't need to flex to you to be better than somebody else. I don't need to
Mm.
do this. I don't need to. I'm gonna just do what I need to do and be myself, and you can be you, and that's it. We get it rolling, bro. You know?
Mic drop.
Yeah,
Mic drop.
and like just to go back to the energies, bro. Like I'm telling you, if people paid attention to that shit more, you would feel it, bro. Like for example, like when I listen to your music, Bruce, I feel it, bro. I know you're not just saying fucking bullshit, bro, just to say it. Oh, this is what's gonna get me likes, and this is what you know. It's you, bro. It's you being you. It's not, oh, I'm just doing this for the clout. It's you're doing it out of your genuine heart, bro. You know, you're being your true self, bro. And I think if people like truly just asked themselves the fucking questions and just paid attention to energy, bro, big thing, bro. I live my life on, bro. Right? It's like, bro, you would realize who's actually talking to you out of love, bro, and it's no hate, and you would really, you know, you would be able to differentiate that. And you know, not like it's just like you wouldn't get stuck in like certain things, or you wouldn't feel down about yourself because someone like I don't know, like let's say like a group of cheerleaders, right?
Oh, now here
like,
I got you an example, Vic, right here.
Boom. All right.
Yo, what shoes are you wearing right now, bro? What the hell are those shoes, bro? That's one, bro. That when I was younger, that would affect me, bro. I would that happened to me once. I threw away them shoes.
We roasted them too hard, bro. We roasted them too hard.
And I didn't notice it because I was younger, you know. I was like more ignorant than I am now. But now that I look back, I'm like, damn, bro, I had no confidence, bro. I wasn't sure of who I was in that moment, because if I knew who I was, I would have been like, these are the shoes I want to wear because I think they're nice.
Yeah.
And
then next week you see them with the same ones because you rocking them heavy and like, exactly. I'm like, yo, that looks good. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm honestly on the same wave. Like, you won't really be seeing me iced out designers shit. Like, I'm like, whatever I put on, I'm gonna make that shit look good. You know what I mean? My energy's gonna make it look like confidence. Everything's gonna look good. Like, I don't worry about none of that stuff. I don't worry about no clout. I ain't worried about no fame. Like, I feel the fame is gonna come just by my presence and who I am, and like I feel that, and just the only way I feel that is because I am, and I'm looking forward to, and I help people along the way. It's like it's not just me going up right now, you know what I mean? Like, this door is open for everybody. That, you know, if Energy's right, we all, you know, we connect, like we're all coming up, no matter what, you know. Like that's where I'm at. Like, but yeah, I don't understand. It's a little different these days. Like, I feel like there needs to be a lot of validation. There needs to be clout chasing and all that, but nah,
bro. These days, somebody will delete the pic if they don't get the amount of likes they want. Like, that's
no bullshit. That I used to be that guy, bro. I used to be like, man, I gotta post that 831 sharp because that's when I get the most maximum amount of likes.
Well, that's
bro.
fine. Well, listen, I would say like the social media and everything. That's like for what we do as far as entertainers, like it's just not really focusing on the validation of the likes and everything. It's focusing on the business side of it. Like, brand. So how can I get more of the audience? You know, like, what am I doing that I should, you know, what am I doing? What am I missing? Like, you know what I mean? Not what I'm doing wrong, but what am I missing? What do I need to learn? Like, to really get into that. Like, that's where I be at with a lot of it. It's like, you know, like, how do I, like, you know, find promoters and everything. Like, I'm big on that. Big on finding people to, like, that are going to work with me. Okay. And also help my brand grow. Cause it's like, now I'm a brand now, you know what I mean? Everything that I present is part of my brand. So it's like, okay, now I got to figure out how I can get this all running. You know, like for example, you know, you ever thought about a website?
Yeah, we have actually.
We have.
Word.
We had an idea for it at first, but you know,
Jason came up with. I have two dudes that are from my city that make websites and stuff that I know that I just haven't hit up. Like, I hit them up once. I hit up my boy Leo one time, and then I never really like fell through. That's something I definitely want to dive into though.
Yeah, the thing with the website is, like, the idea I had behind it was connecting to the idea of the podcast is kind of like, you know, of an environment where you're not afraid to talk, you know, like our thing is like a messy room. Life can be all over the place, right? And
no idea is too crazy.
No idea is too crazy. And I added that in part because I feel like some people are like, you know, they're afraid to talk about some things, you know, they're like, all right, this is not the like the space I'm comfortable to talk about these certain types of things. So I was like, all right, so what I want this website to be is like a place where if somebody wants to talk about something, they don't have to be afraid to talk about that. There's going to be no judgment in this place, bro. Although it's hard because it would be like a social areas, you know, you're always open to people's opinions and shit. But, you know, it would be like, I would hope that everybody comes into the environment thinking like, yo, you know, I'm me and you're you. Let's get it rolling. I don't care. You know, no boundaries, bro. Nothing's too weird. Nothing's too crazy. We could talk about anything. So that's kind of like the idea I had for it. But, you know, it's not, you know, that's not an easy feat. Like, you know, it's not easy to do that. You know, what you
gotta do is, so you gotta first, all the ideas you have for it, they have to be on paper. They have to be on paper, because then that's going to be the start of the blueprint. You know, like there's projects that I've had, or even songs too. Like I just wrote ideas for it, and then I ended up months later going back to it and really finishing it. Or had, you know, like there's a music video that I'm working on right now. I wrote the song during COVID. Like it was like prime COVID. It was a really deep song. And I recorded it over the summer, and it just became so different from it became everything that I envisioned, but then even more the song itself, because how much time I put into it, how much practice I put into it. I was in my car every day, like just repeating my lyrics without reading it, like just really just trying to get the song tight, like, you know, not post. I wasn't even on social media at the time. Like I was just practicing every day, like getting this shit right. And by the time it came out, and I'm like, oh, this is dope. And so that all that energy I put into it, and I created a blueprint from it. Now, like the music video is coming out, and I'm like, damn, like I have all these ideas, but I also have to be an artist and performer too. Like there's other ideas I have going. And then my director just came. It's like I showed him the song, and then he loved it. And he was like, yo, like, you know, I would love to help you, whatever I can do to help you with this. Like, and now we got cameramen involved that are just like, it's just all coming. People that are just starting to come into the situation to help out. You know, I had a great friend of mine that she lives in LA. Like she reached out, and, you know, she just out of nowhere, like I haven't talked to her in a while, out of nowhere. Oh, like, you know, if you're looking for anybody to do websites for you or anything, like, let me know. So when you write things down, bro, like, you start creating your blueprint, and like the universe is gonna do its work. It's gonna do its work. It's like I always say this: we have our to-do list, and then the universe has its to-do list. We want to give the universe as much work as possible, and that's perfectly fine. Because our to-do list, wake up. So for example, my to-do list: I'm gonna wake up. I know I gotta work out. Gotta do some meditation, eat right. Like let me get my body right. Let me get my mind right. Let me read. That's a lot of my to-do list. Oh, I got to take care of this appointment. I got to bill, whatever. That's on service shit I got to take care of. That's my to-do list. The universe is going to make sure the day goes by exactly how it's supposed to go by, smoothly. You might end up bumping into someone you haven't seen for a while, and like they're it's like a perfect situation. You know, like that's when the universe really kicks in. When we're not, you know, unorganized, you know what I mean? We got everything on paper, little things, it starts to grow.
Yeah, I think that's like I'm not organized for anything, bro.
Yo, your video caught out, Jaquil.
Got you.
All right, cool.
Yeah, no, I feel like that's like I have so much drive and ambition. I have so much ideas that I want to just like bring out to the world. Like I want to write a book, bro, and I want to make a movie, and I want to, you know, like I bought a keyboard, bro. I bought a keyboard, and my little brother's like interested in making music, but I'm also like a low-key bought it for myself too. I want to low-key learn how to play and stuff.
Yo, once we get that studio, bro, when we get stuff, oh my god,
you know what I mean? And I want to do like the most, and I feel like if I had like some organization, bro, I could pinpoint some goals and make some great. I think that's like not my kryptonite, but that's like my growth area I definitely need to work on, bro. That's the con, bro, that I have is that organization, bro. Like, bro, I'll like Jason be taking notes and shit. Yeah, Jason be taking notes on like meetings we have and stuff, and I'll just be like, you know, feet up, fucking yo, man, this is crazy. I got this crazy ass idea, bro. I want to do this and that, bro. Yeah, look at it. Look at that.
That's
You
how
got a
I'm
fucking
staying
whiteboard.
organized right now, bro.
Yes, yes. See, that's the blueprint right there. So the website, everything that you have in mind, that's gonna come. It's gonna come, man. It's like you put it out there
for sure. We're
It's gonna
trying,
come.
bro. We're trying, bro. Always.
No, you guys are doing your best. You're doing everything right now. You know, like
Looks, bro.
now it's just like
Thank you,
keep
man.
digging, and like, all right, what else?
Mhm.
What's next? We got the content, we got our niche, we got our brand that we're working on. We know exactly where we're going. Now let's really build more of the audience, and let's figure out the strategies.
Full blown rocket ships.
Yeah,
Rocket
no,
strap.
like I definitely agree with looking at it's how you look at things, bro. It's the perspective, bro. Like if you're looking at social media, like in that business aspect that you're talking about, where it's like, okay, you're looking at views, but you're not looking at views in oh man, like people don't like me, man, because I got 20 views. You know what I mean? You're looking at it in a way where it's like, yo, all right, I have 20 people that consistently watch my stuff, or whatever, 30, whatever the fuck number is, right? But how can I grow that? How can I have their friends,
like, who are they? What do they like?
shit, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Like I think that's where like that kind of thinking is like really positive, that organization, bro, that like that type of mind. But I think like that's not the mindset that everybody has, bro.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I think another problem with like what stunted our growth is COVID, bro. To be honest, like without the meeting of the minds in person, bro, like sometimes, you can feel that. Like if we were all together, the three of us right now, this conversation would probably be completely different, and it would be on a whole nother level. But because,
it'd be
the
crazy,
limitations of this world right now, we have to be through video and everything, and it's not the same.
I would have probably dapped you up, Bruce, like 30 fucking times.
For real.
Yo, that's crazy, bro. Yo, I agree. You know what I mean? I feel like, but I definitely think I like COVID is fucking stupid.
Yeah,
it pisses me off. But it's also like a thing where
fuck COVID,
I feel like we as like a society have like kind of I'll say grown, like kind of grown, and we need more growing. That makes sense. You know what I mean? Because during COVID,
like, my bad. Go ahead.
No, go.
It's almost like, it's like man discovering fire for the first time again.
Yeah.
It's like I redo it. Like
boom.
Gotta figure everything out again. Like how like goes back to Jason. Who am I? Because it's like I'm sure we were all completely different person before this.
Mm-hmm. That was one thing I asked myself a bunch of times over this shit, bro, because I had so much time to myself that I was like, all right, here's where I can truly define who I want to be. Because, if I define myself today, that could literally, like, in one way, and tell myself I can do this in a certain way or whatever, that could literally define who I'm going to be in 50 years. Like, that's how crazy that time can be. And it's like, for sure.
It's also like with COVID, I feel like it's kind of like the universe. Like just time, bro. 2020. I feel like the universe is kind of like it's like, you remember how we were talking about like I had so much positive energy, I came to a halt, and I had to like refocus. I feel like we had so much negative energy, bro, in this world that it came to a halt, and like we saw the world kind of for what it is, right? We saw what our leaders, we saw what our government, we saw what just people were thinking, bro. Like Jason says, it's like we cut an onion and we saw all the layers, bro. You know what I mean? In this time, bro, Black Lives Matter, you know what I mean? Fucking COVID, bro. How the fuck are countries dealing with it, bro? Like
the presidential election.
How our leaders are just so much shit that you could pinpoint.
Neglectful and like.
And I feel like it opened up, like you're saying, we discovered fire. How the fuck can we? Yes, we're different, right? We're different as people, blah, blah, but how the fuck can we grow as people to live together and not fucking, discriminate or whatever the fuck is going on?
It has to start with family. Like for me, that was a big lesson for me. Like, honestly, like if it wasn't for COVID, I would already be living in LA right now. That was my plan. I was moving to LA like during the summer. That was my whole plan.
Everyone's moving out of LA now.
I don't blame them, man. Like I have good friends out there, but like I started spending more time with my family. Like I said, I missed out on years. So I spent time with my family, got the kids involved now. It's like, and we're all growing and doing the same kind of like, you know, helping each other in a way. Like, so I feel like that's a great way to figure out who you are, but also like don't get caught up in what's going on in society, because it's like, okay, I know that I have my family, and you know, like what else am I gonna really, who else am I gonna really go to? Where else am I gonna go? It's like you got no choice but to really get to know yourself on that level.
Yeah. And just to define family for me is not like just because, you know, we're blood, or, you know, I have to trust you. Jason, bro, is my family, bro. You know what I mean? You're my family, bro. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have the confidence I have talking like this if you guys weren't who you guys are. You know what I mean? It's like I feel like family's it's not like a regimented idea. I feel like it's kind of like a spiritual thing, bro. It's like a bond that you have with people. I feel like that's what family is. Yeah. It's like a, you know what I mean? It like, bro, like, I'm telling you, like, without Jason, bro, I'd fucking, bro, I don't know, like, bro, because sometimes I'll be like, fuck, I'm in my mind, bro. I'm just, you know, stroking the beard, like, fuck, dude. And this dude will come, start asking his questions, bro. And the more questions he asks, I'm just answering casually. All of a sudden, it's like, light bulb. Oh shit, bro. I feel better. We're roasting each other, bro. I'm talking about this dude's fucking nose, bro, and he's fucking roasting me and shit because of my, you know what I mean? Like we're just going and flowing, bro. And that's what, and I'm telling you, man, like that's the thing that COVID showed me. It's similar to you, like appreciation for your loved ones, bro. The people around you, bro. Like it's just, bro. Like I appreciate this dude so much. And like I tell you all the time, I wouldn't talk to this dude the way I talk to him, bro, if I didn't fuck with him, bro. You know what I mean? Like, big ass nose, he's ugly, bro. He look like Snape from fucking Harry Potter, bro. You know what I mean? Like, all that bullshit,
chill.
bro. You know what I'm saying? But it's, bro, I love this kid, bro. And I feel like so now that with COVID and all this stuff that's going on, I feel like I got like a circle that I could connect with and I could grow with. So how the fuck do we do that with society? Because our society's fucked up right now.
That's a question.
But bro, the leaders that want to lead our country are kind of, you know, you're kind of picking your poison with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like a thing where like there's issues that people never wanted to fucking talk about. That was just, it's like when you have an ice machine in the refrigerator, bro, and it falls on the floor, you kind of just kick it under the fucking fridge. That's what we were doing with a lot of these things, like Black Lives Matter and stuff like that. Bro, like minorities were going through oppression for fucking hundreds of years, bro.
Not like ever, bro. Literally ever.
Forever, bro. You know what I mean? Yo, as long as the human race has been a fucking thing, people just are going through these things. And now it's in the fucking front. It's on, bro. Our NBA players, bro, are wearing jerseys, bro. Our fucking football, you know what I mean? Our superstars are talking about this shit. It's a thing, bro, that we need to talk about, and it needs to be talked about now, bro. You know what I mean? Because what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, I'm gonna use this as a crutch, bro. So while you just released another song which was Out of Space, and you had a video come out with it, and it had a lot of signs about, you know, respecting protecting Black women, and, you know, loving Black men. So what did that video mean for you, man? Like what is that?
Oh, you seen the video?
Yeah, I seen it.
Oh, I didn't promote it yet, but that's what's up. I love that.
Oh, come on, bro. I do my research, bro.
We do our research here, man. We've been studying you for like a week, bro.
Well, honestly, like that right there, like been seeing, you know, there's been a lot of videos of Black Lives Matter and everything like that, and I do respect the message. I love the message. It does mean something bigger than whatever society really makes it, you know. It almost seems like for a while, like it is just like kind of like a trend. For a while, it seemed like that.
For sure.
So the message,
thing, dude. Oh
yeah,
God,
you know, like the messages that I have in the video is protect Black women and love Black men, you know. So I'm like, and that whole video, you know, it's colorful, but graffiti and everything. It expresses really like just like exactly what I'm saying, but like it's more of like an expression of a big message, right? As far as how we should be treated as people. But honestly, when I first wrote that song, like I was just really just trying to connect I was trying to rhyme each syllable throughout the whole song. So I did that 2 minutes straight.
Okay.
Where the whole thing's just rhyming.
Yeah.
And my sister jumped on the track too. And
so that's your sister on the track too, right?
That's my sister.
That's
what
I thought.
Yeah.
I thought that was.
So when we didn't even think about a video yet. You know, I just did it, and I'm like, yo, this is different. Like, you know, I sound different. I feel like I grew out as an artist by just even doing this. And when we thought of the video, we didn't even write a script to it. We were just like, let's just express ourselves, and like also we can express what's going on in the world in a different way. This ain't black and white. This ain't, you know what I mean? This is just, yes, we're who we are, but we also need to be loved and respect too, not just as who we are together, but as African Americans, as Black people, you know what I mean? So like that's just a big message that I wanted to show in the video.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. Hey, bro, the thing, like, I get frustrated with shit like this, bro, because it's like, bro, how doesn't the opposing side, like, how the fuck, like, how do you think like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck are you?
It's just, you know, bro, like I said, it's really what this country was built on. And I mean, really, like, as coming from, you know, my ancestors are slaves.
Yeah.
Right. So coming here from Africa, and the first thing they do is going through slave trade, being traded off, being auctioned off. That's what this country is built on, that part of business. Yeah. You know, I was actually just, you know, you know, there's times where I'll sit with the kids and we'll go over either some Black history, or right now I want to get them into money. And there's one book that I bought for them. And it talks about there's a timeline of the money and how it first started off as just being trade, you know, like animals, for example, and everything. And during the timeline, like around like the 1700s and all that, and like around the time where slaves came, like when captives became slaves and was brought to America, like Virginia and all that, like that wasn't in the book. It said, you know, like animals, and it skipped that, you know, and like that's a big part of American history is slaves, because, you know, they built this whole country, man.
Yeah. And
then there's other like, but the thing that let me bust you guys over the head real quick with this, like, what's crazy is like there's also others that helped build this country, you know, Italians, even Latinos. There's a whole thing, but the thing is with the Italians and the Irish, for example, too, is like they were foreigners before they came here too, before they settled here too. So it's like there's racist people that are even, you know what I mean? They're white, but they were immigrants and foreigners before they even became citizens that helped build this country too, just like the slaves. So
yeah,
it's all funky, bro. It's all messed up, and it comes down to what society's been trained by social media. You know, there is a lot of shit. There's a lot of racist people. There's a lot of people, because that's what they're taking on their traditions and cultures of whatever shit that
whatever
is. They're
their
taking
family
that
teaches
on.
them.
Yeah, that's, you know what I mean? Monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah,
monkey see, monkey do.
Oh man, the thing that gets me, it's like all right. When I'm looking right now, right, and like, you know, I'm Puerto Rican. Jason's half Puerto Rican, half Honduran, bro. You're Black, right? But I don't see that. We're just humans, bro. Right? That's how I see it. And you know, and when I look at the opposing side, bro, I don't see, that's just, you know, I'm not like fucking white dude, bro. You know what I mean? That's just another human, bro. He's just pale, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not like that. That's my ideology, bro. I don't know, like what the fuck is so hard to understand that Black lives matter, bro? You know what I'm saying? It should, like, it just clicks to me. Like, the light bulb just goes on every time I say it, bro. It makes sense, but we still have this argument, bro. And it's like, what the fuck goes through your head where you think you're like more significant than another fucking human? Like, it's like the post, like, there's a brown egg and there's a fucking white egg. You open both, which one's?
You still get yolk. He's still gonna get yolk.
Yeah, you still fucking yolk. You know what I mean? Or like, it's like, you got two blood bags, right? And they go, all right, pick the white one. They're fucking both red. You know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck doesn't that same ideology just click with you when you see someone else, bro?
All right.
Like,
All right. So remember when I talked to Vic about this already one time.
Like,
So,
bro, just pisses me off.
The one thing I think is obviously if somebody sees that, they have to know that it's true, right? You know, like if a white person wants to see, like a racist white person wants to see that post, right, about the blood, and they would be like, oh, I can't choose. So they obviously now in that moment after they know that that's true, that you know black people and white people are the same. The one thing I think that the difference is, I don't think it's really about the skin color. I think it's about what the stereotypes are of like what comes, because you know you think like a white person thinks, all right, well, what is a black person? And some I know white people that don't even that had no black people in their community at all. So all they get of what a black person is from what they get from their parents or whatever they are, or from the news,
social media,
you know. And especially like right now you can see exactly what they take from media, like news and stuff like that. Because you, for example, in the Black Lives Matter movement, it became they tainted the movement to be about riots and everything. Oh, they're terrorists, all they are is rioters. And that's when you can see what they truly see of the other person. It's not that they see them as a black person, they see them as a terrorist, somebody that's terrorizing their communities and something like that. So it goes deeper than the skin. I think it comes with it's like the connection is the skin, and then the act of what they're doing. So you know, in like especially in like the news, when you hear about, and the news is always negative, it's always going to be negative, it's always been negative, it's always,
because it sells,
because that's what sells, you know. So what's going to sell is this, you know, this black man robbed this person, and that's what they're going to see in the news, and that's when then the connection is going to be black to criminal, you know. And then that's when it becomes racist, because they think black people are criminals just by the color of their skin, when obviously it's not the color of the skin, it's you know what, it's that person that did that act. But all people do commit, you know, crimes and shit like that. And that's where I think that the problem is always defining people by what they look. That's the
you're cutting in and out. I don't know if your mic was.
I said I think that the problem is the way that we like it's always defined by what people look like, not what people are doing. Like if we stop saying, like I think it's, if I challenge people to stop explaining people by what they look like, it would be impossible.
You're in and out again, bro. I don't know if this is my fucking headphones.
Can you hear me, Bruce?
No, he's on that. Yeah, he's on that.
Oh, my fault. You know, it's the government, bro. They don't want me to tell what I'm
saying. Yeah, it's the government, bro. They're fucking us up, bro.
So, I'm saying
he knows too much. Oh shit, cut the tapes. Fucking God,
like what's getting me tight.
I even know what you're saying, bro. It's even like that with the music, like, and going back to the video, like, that's why, you know, like I had it, like my music and everything is such a positive message, because you look at a lot of artists today and you hear a lot of the music and it's like, yeah, a lot of the content's the same, and it's like, yeah, it's what sells, and it's definitely the agenda that a lot of the industry wants because it sells, and it's like it also portrays black people as a certain thing that it's like we're really not, like that's not truly who we are, like, you know, the money, all this blah 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 that's in the music today.
Drugs,
it's like, that's not really who we are. That's material shit. It's like, so it's like when in my music I'm portraying something else. So it's like, yeah, I go against all stereotypes, you know what I mean? And it's like that's really a big thing. So that was another thing that I wanted to display in the video too. It's like this is something different. It's positive, and we're representing, you know, like I'm representing black people in a positive light.
Yeah.
And people in general, just humans.
Yeah. So that I really think it's more than the skin. I think it's the stereotypes that come with it, and it's more like, especially like when you see somebody that's racist, it's trying to teach that person. Like it's hard. Obviously, they're just ignorant in the start. Because if you really think that somebody's bad because they're black, then you're just ignorant. That's straight up a fact, bro. So
bro, it's like, bro, it's so toxic, bro. You can't even play Call of Duty without like a little kid like fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like they start saying some crazy like ignorant shit to you, bro. And bro, you could tell a little kid's like 6, 7, 8 years old. That comes from the fucking parenting, bro. That's like training right there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like the little kid, what the fuck? What experience does that little kid have to be calling me this and that, whatever, fucking, you know, calling me a spick or whatever the fuck they're calling me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what the fuck, dude? Oh man, like it riles me up. It riles me up because I'm telling you, I don't understand like that's the question I was at. What the fuck goes through your head, bro? Where you're acting like that and you're saying some stupid shit, bro. Because if I were to say some crazy shit like that, you know what I mean? Whoa, man. Hey, and you're gonna explain yourself. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it's regurgitated in day in, day out, day in. That you know that this is what it is and this is how it's going. But if I were to do that to you, like, you know what I mean? It would be, oh, hey man, let me explain myself. You know, the reason why I did this, and that is because I was struggling. Like, what the fuck? You don't think you're fucking struggling? Like, I can't explain myself. I don't have an origin story. Mm-hmm. That's why I fucking did the shit that I did. You know what I mean? Like, that's why, like, I'm struggling the way that I'm struggling because I've, you know, what? Oh man,
that's another one right there. Is like, all right, where you think about where you find like minorities is going to be predominantly in like urban areas. Like, you know, me and Vic come from Chelsea. We're both Hispanic, and we come from the same Hispanic place. And it's Chelsea, right? And Chelsea has that bad rep of being, you know, violent and having crime and all that. Then you think they're like, so then somebody from the outside is gonna think all those Hispanics are bad people because they're Hispanic. Yeah. And then it's because they're Hispanic. And then you think, while we live in the city and we can tell you the reason that there's so much crime is because there's also so much poverty, bro. People are just literally trying to get what they can to survive, bro.
We're fucking broke.
Literally, Jesus, they're just trying to do what they can to survive. So they might rob somebody just to, you know, get the money to get there, or they might sell some drugs just to get the money for their family. And it's like, it's not because of their skin, it's because of the circumstances that they live in. Then you think, why are they in those circumstances? Because of the fucking government, bro. Literally, the way the government is set up is we're in the low income areas. We get paid shit and we don't get any, and there's no way that we can get upward, you know, mobility so that we can have better lives for ourselves.
Now, do you guys know if the mayor is Latino?
It's white.
We don't have a mayor, it's a city council.
It's a city manager. Council. City manager under him is a council, and he's white.
Are they white?
He's white. No, not all of them. Not all of them. One of my great like mentors, his name is Leo Robinson. Great dude, bro. He's not white. But the mayor, like the manager, he's white. The white dude.
Okay. So yeah, I don't know.
I won't even go off on that. Yeah. I'm not gonna get into that. Yeah.
Let's dive into it. Fuck it, bro.
No, I think these are the important conversations, but we're not afraid to talk about that shit, man.
Yeah, the thing is like, yo, the same way that you're trying to survive, bro, in the situation that you're in is the same way that my people, myself included, are trying to fucking survive. You know what I mean? I feel like people don't do, like, I feel like, oh man, I feel like someone doesn't just be like sometimes, but I feel like most of the time people are like, I'm not stealing just to have fun, bro. Get that adrenaline. I feel like it's kind of a survival thing. Like a little kid, bro, for example. Like, yo, he sees his mom, you know, you see this story all the time. Single mom, bro, working 3 jobs, can barely make the rent, you know what I'm saying? And he has a little sister, and he has to, his sister's hungry, right? Sister's starving. So what does that little kid do? He has to take initiative for himself and his sister, bro. So what he steals some Spam and some bread, some Wonder Bread, and you're surviving the day. You know what I mean? You got to do what you got to fucking do to survive the fucking day. And then
eventually it becomes a habit. Sometimes it could even become a habit from that, you know, that one situation. Yeah. They're like, all right, and then you see the smile on your little sister's face that day. Oh my God, my little brother is my savior. He brought me food. My older brother's my savior. He brought me food. And then that kid's going to go, he's like, you know what? I want that feeling again.
Yo, I did a great thing. It's kind of like, It's not like the Robin Hood story.
That becomes on a psychological level, that becomes it's almost like becomes, it's more than a habit. It's more than a habit. Like you said, that feeling that he gets when it does that, it's like, okay, that was good. There was a good result from that. I gotta keep doing that, and you know, then it gets even bigger. But no, I will say this about like on some government shit, like, you know what it is, like, there's a lot of poverty and a lot of shit not being done is because a lot of these mayors and governors, some of them do well, or city councils, whatever, whoever officials, like they a lot of them might not come from the same background. You know, they might not know the struggles of a Black person. They might not know the struggles of a Latino or Asian. So it's like they don't know how to tend to those needs and our needs in a proper way, or know how to really, you know, all they know is the suit and tie way. You know, whatever way is going to show green, not show that we care for whatever, you know, for the human being, despite whatever color you are. That's why I asked them, like, is you know, or is it, are they, what race are they? Because I mean, that's a factor.
Dude's like 6'3", white male, bro. I don't even know his name, bro. I should know his name.
And that's what's tough too.
Yeah,
like you said, they don't know the circumstances we live in, and not only that, sometimes they don't even they don't think about us. They don't even go out into the city to see what the circumstances are like. Although, you know, our city has been getting better, which I'm very happy for. It's been moving up. They're investing.
Streets are being fixed, bro.
It's getting better. But you know, it comes with the gentrification. Once our city gets better, then it's like the people with money, which is usually white people, want to come here because they think it looks nice now. And then, you know, we're getting kicked out of our own city, which then sucks.
That's huge in Boston. And you know, it's funny that this conversation ended up leading to this. This is like a big reason why I do the community cleanups. You know,
that's beautiful, bro.
Because like, you know, I've lived in the suburbs a decent amount of my life, you know, and also like, you know, like I have my family that lives in Boston, and it's like I chose to live in the suburbs and it was peaceful for me growing up. You know, when I was really little, living in Boston, I was around the shootings and all that, and that shit was a lot for me. I'm like, I don't want to be around that. I knew that as a kid. You know, I knew that as a kid, like about my energy, and I could tell it definitely matured as I got older. That, you know, that I'm aware of certain surroundings, but now that you know, especially with all this COVID and being around my family, you know, my sister lives, you know, she lives in the project areas in Boston, and like being around there, doing the city cleanups, being aware of how, like, if I'll go to one part of the city, like for example, I'll go to Cambridge or Brookline or, you know, somewhere 15 minutes from Boston.
It looks totally different.
It's clean. It's clean. They got people there clean and walking around. You know, like, and then I'm like, all right, let me go to where I grew up. Let me go into Mattapan, whatever here. It's fucked up, man. It's crazy. But also, it's like, it's for on both sides, because there is people that are throwing it, and then they're like, they're not giving a fuck about where they come from. They're like, you know what I mean? Like doing whatever, paying rent here and just fucking it up. And there's people, then there's the city officials not taking care of it. So I'm like, let me bring awareness to both sides. Even if I know I'm going to clean up this whole fucking block, this whole strip, this whole avenue, I cleaned it up. I know tomorrow is probably going to be a little messy. The next day is going to be fucked up again. I know that, but I know that I'm still at least bringing energy into the universe and awareness. I'm raising awareness somehow. I know it feels right, you know?
Eyes are always on you, bro, whether you know it or not, bro.
So, you know, that's like I said, that's like, you know, like I do that because I feel like that's the way to give back to the city, and also just like bring awareness, man, to people on both sides. It's like, okay, like, you know, they aren't really, the city's not doing shit for us. You know, these government, they're not doing shit for us, but let's do something for ourselves. We live around here. Let's make this look clean. Let's give it some love. Let's give this, you know, some love. Cause you know, there's been a lot of shootings and everything. Let's clean up the streets. Let's give it some, like, make it look good. So maybe that'll cool things down a little bit. That's
give that positive energy, bro.
That's where my mind goes, bro. Like,
nah, it's beautiful, bro.
That's beautiful,
Thank you.
That's definitely like it's easy, bro. It's easy.
Yo, you do wait. When do you do those? You do those every week?
I do them every Sunday.
Sunday. Where? How do I join you, bro?
Yeah, how do we do it, bro? I'm down.
Words, yeah, man.
I could drop off my resume, bro. I worked for the DPW when I was 16 years old, bro. I was cleaning up the streets too, bro. I got experience. Bro.
Word. So yeah, you know, every Sunday, you know, I do them every Sunday between. It's either I've been kind of switching the times up. Like late in the summer, it was like 12 o'clock every 12 p.m. And then I started doing a little earlier, depending on the neighborhood. I gotta do it a little early. Like there's some neighborhoods, it's like if I'm not there early enough, all the fiends are out. It's just not, you know, it's not the spot you want to go to. So I go to spot, like, you know, lately I've been going by the Franklin Park Zoo. Like, you know, I think that's a good location for people that, you know, aren't really familiar with Boston. Like, oh, this is one destination, there's parking, and there's dumpsters that I know that we can, you know, throw shit at. But that probably might be the movement this weekend, on Sunday at 12 o'clock, Franklin Park Zoo. You know, anyone that wants to get into the cleanups and just start bringing awareness, that's, you know, you can hit me on my DM, or, you know, I can give you my personal number, email, whatever the case may be. You want to join, it's all good.
Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Nah, me and Jason, bro, I'm telling you, we talk a lot. We talk a lot on this podcast. We want to be true to what the fuck we say. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been saying, I want to dive into the community, bro. And, you know, do things for my community, things for the world in general, bro. And I just been talking to
this. I'm open to this. I'm completely open to this, bro. If I can come to Chelsea, man, like this isn't just a Boston thing, bro. This is everywhere, man. Like, you know what? I don't mind doing a Sunday clean. We could do a Sunday cleanup this Sunday in Chelsea.
Yeah.
Whoever's, you know, like I'm down for that, bro.
Let's fucking do it. Let's fucking do it. Let's promote this shit and let's get this shit rolling. Episode comes out on Sunday and we'll do something, bro. Yeah. Right Jason, on. You down or are you busy
down,
or
bro.
what?
No, I'm down.
Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. What do we need? Trash bags, fucking
trash bags,
shovels, bro.
Not what? Pretty soon, you know, I did put a post, like, you know, because I do make all the expenses for the bags and everything, which is cool. But then I had someone else brought it to my attention, like, yo, that you can get an LLC from this, and like people can, you know, buy, you know, donate things to you. I'm like, that's a good idea. But for now, right now, is just all you need is some good gloves, heavy duty gloves, because it gets a little messy. I was using just nylon gloves for a while. I'm like, all right, I need to get better gloves.
Yo, Jason, let's go to Home Depot, bro.
Exactly. I have Home Depot in my crib, bro.
Oh yeah,
my dad works in construction, bro. I got some
gloves. If you have a trash pickuper, that's cool. But then that in bags, that's it. And the thing is, it's only an hour, you know. And then I do my best to fill up as many bags as possible within that hour.
Okay,
let's do it.
That's awesome.
Let's do it.
Yeah, man. So when you see somebody like this, you know, and then why would you think black people are bad, bro? Like I don't understand, bro. I don't understand, bro. It doesn't make any sense to me, bro. It really doesn't. Like these are the types of people that need to be highlighted to show these people that are ignorant, that don't know what black people are really like. It's
just intimidation, brother. It's intimidation. You know, like honestly, like no shade on anyone who is not of our shade or complexion, that's brown or black. Like no one, like, you know, you guys are brown people, we're black people, like that's what society labels us. But no one with this shade can be a little intimidated by us, because we walk with a different step. We bring different energy. So
for sure,
it's fair, bro. It's fair. You know what I mean? Like in some of the big books, our color of our shade is the first on this earth, you know, and so in a lot of the big books. So there's a lot that was taken, and so this
skin of bronze, bro, hair of wool, bro.
Yeah, there's a huge difference. So that's why a lot of the hate comes from too.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's
and I'll
say this too. There's so many people during all this time with COVID making you think so much. And there's people that are racist or have been racist or just even come from it. They're like, oh, what the like? That's that, like, and not knowing who they are really. And then they have that on their conscience of coming from that background, that energy from being racist and really hateful. That fucks them up, man. Bad. So yeah, there's definitely people that are riding Black Lives Matter and all that. Like they feel it wholeheartedly, because maybe it's because coming from that energy, like guilty energy, or just even like, wow, like I don't really
just being ignorant to a fault. Like
exactly,
Drew Brees said some bullshit, you know, earlier this year. Said some bullshit like, oh, I don't care what you're doing. Yeah, you know what I mean? And then he apologized, and it felt genuine. It felt genuine. Yeah. His apology felt genuine. And he was like, I got to learn from my teammates, bro. I got to, you know, I was ignorant, this and that. It's, you know.
He just felt like he had to defend like his grandfather. You know, he felt like he had to defend one group. He had to be the voice for one group. That's you get a lot of those too. People that, even myself, like I feel like I have to be a voice for a certain idea or just like a certain way of living. Like I'm representing that. So he might have been like, all right, I got to represent for my people. And you know what I mean? Like, it just was not appropriate or definitely like, I mean, freedom of speech, I guess, but fuck.
Nah, it was just, bro, if he had said that shit like 3 months before George Floyd, bro, we would have been cooling. Yeah, no one would have gave a fuck, bro. 2 weeks after George Floyd passed away, bro.
Yeah, wasn't appropriate.
This fucking dude just says that, like, come on, are you dumb, bro? That's again, what the fuck were you thinking, bro? Like, you know, don't you watch fucking TV? It's all over the world, bro. And that's the bullshit you say to the media.
You don't hear shut up and dribble with that either. There's no shut up and dribble energy with that one. They're like, oh, he's just what?
For real, bro. They were like, yes, he's right. Even Trump was like, yes, he's right.
Yeah.
Drew Brees is right. It wasn't shut up and dribble. You're right.
Oh man, bro. I'm telling you, it's the world. I have so much optimism in the human race that I think we're gonna solve all these issues. It's just frustrating that we gotta live them. You know what I mean? It's just frustrating we gotta live through these, because I truly believe that the human race will figure this shit out, because we like Juan was saying, we have the
ability to change.
Yeah. Juan was saying we are pattern. We understand patterns, bro. We come up with things, and because we have that ability to change, like Drew Brees, we have the ability to grow as a world.
And I'll say this, bro, like, we are the generation that has to really start to begin to take ownership and lead. And so, you know, like, even what you're doing right now, like, you guys are a funnel for like information, and just like, you're a funnel for like just being expressive and yourself. So that is something that the world needs, whether how big or small it looks. It's still peeling back a layer and breaking a cycle. So that's like all we have to do is just be consistent and keep going, and not worry about anything else. It's just being consistent and keep going, because then that's how we you know, because we end up like being inspiration and motivation for other people, and they're gonna do it for themselves, and then people around them, and then it just keeps going. You know, that train you're talking about, you know, it's like you can't slow it down, bro. You can let people in. Only time you're really slowing it down is to let the right people in, you know. And if they're not with it, okay, this is the next stop. Here's for you. We keep going, but we got to keep going. Mm-hmm. That's really our generation, bro. We're the train.
We're the train, bro.
It has to keep rolling, bro. That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
You know, I think this is honestly the best way to end this right here, bro.
Yeah, bro. This
has been this was a roller coaster, just like your music. You know, I was saying your music is a roller coaster. This whole episode was a roller coaster.
Yo, Bruce, man, I just want to say real quick, thank you, bro. Thank you for taking the time to be on the show, bro. Mm-hmm. You know how much it means to me, man. Like, yo, I'm telling you, weeks, bro, weeks. We gotta have this man, Bruce Buddah. Oh, bro, he's a fucking beast. Mm-hmm. I've been, bro, and I hope, bro, I did you justice, bro.
You did, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I hope, man. And look, I'm being dead ass about that Sunday, bro. Let's fucking do it, bro. Let's plan it up. Yeah. Let's promote it.
It's already locked in.
It's locked and loaded, bro. And we just gotta release it to the world, bro. But yo, that's dead ass, bro. I just want to say thank you, man. This was an amazing conversation, bro. Yo, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man. You know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man. It's time for the messy moment.
Messy moment. Messy moment. Messy moment.
Oh man, ladies and gentlemen. When I fucking tell you, week in and week out, we're having these amazing ass conversations. I can't thank Bruce Buddah enough for being on the show, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, but we're in the messy moment, ladies and gentlemen. The messy moment is a time when we can reflect. And we dive into the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to highlight something, we highlight it here. If we want to talk about our favorite part, we highlight it here. If we just want to inspire you guys at home, ladies and gentlemen, eating the popcorn, watching us do the show, this is the time to do it, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go.
I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, my messy moment, oh man, it's the whole fucking episode. I'm telling you, this whole experience with Bruce Buddah was awesome. I got so much insight, bro, so much fucking knowledge that I didn't have before, so much thinking that I didn't know was in there, you know what I mean? It was just beautiful. But if there's just I can't pick one, but if I have to, ladies and gentlemen, I really want to highlight, you know, doing it for your community and just being yourself, bro, and truly diving into positivity. And we're gonna do some positive shit, ladies and gentlemen. Bruce Buddah, featuring the Messy Room, Jason and I, and featuring all that are invited. Everyone's invited. We're gonna do some great shit for the community, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna clean up the streets. We're gonna grab the trash bags. We're gonna grab the brooms and dustpans, and we're gonna clean these fucking streets. We live here. We love this world. We love where we live. Let's appreciate our community, ladies and gentlemen, and let's clean this shit up. That's my messy moment. I really want to highlight that because it's important, and let's fucking do it. And ladies and gentlemen, you gotta follow my guy Bruce Buddah. Bruce, let them know where they can follow you on the IG, the Twitter, the fucking YouTube, whatever. Let them know real quick for the fans, bro.
At Bruce-Buddah. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to Chelsea. Shout out to the whole North Shore. Shout out to Boston. We up in here. You know, we got tons of music on the way. But yeah, you can follow me on IG. You can also follow me on Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, Deezer, whatever. I'm on all platforms.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, I've been following this man for like a little bit over a year, probably a year. I'll say a year.
He's been making music for only a year.
Yeah. Oh, good. I've been there from the beginning, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, he has some of the most creative stuff I've ever listened to in my life. And with some beautiful messages and just beautiful vibes, and you can feel his energy, his great positive energy throughout the music. So don't fucking slack and fucking do what you gotta do and listen to his music, ladies and gentlemen. Like, subscribe, and comment some great shit because we keep this train rolling and we're going and flowing. You already know where I'm. Man, I know.
You ain't a rapper. All right, let me take over. All right. So my messy moment is definitely Bruce brought it up early. He was like asking yourself questions, bro. That's like that for me. That's one of the most important things, and I preach that to everybody. Because once you ask yourself questions, you really get to understand who you truly are. You know, we're beings that just live. You know, we walk around, we do our stuff. You know, I'll pick up this mouse, I'll literally talk. You know, I'll do whatever. And sometimes, you know, just living your life, you forget that you're a being inside of a body. You know, and when you get to ask those questions and ask yourself, who am I? I literally ask myself. Morning, right when I wake up and right before I go to sleep, I say, who is Jason Mendez? Because I need to understand who I am so that I can be who I am in every step that I take and throughout the day. And that's, bro, for me, that's one of the most important messages I can send. If you want to be a better individual, not only for yourself, but for your family, for your friends, and for your community, you need to be able to understand who you are. So ask yourself questions constantly, bro. Please.
Beautiful, bro. Beautiful.
You can take over, Bruce.
Oh, dang, that was 100. My messy moment definitely was, you know, when we were talking about music and also inspiration and, you know, how what my process was like I felt like that was a great moment for me and a growth moment for me as an artist. But also I felt when you guys were tuning in, like that you were getting something out of that too. Like, all right, this is what artists like some artists go through, or just this is what his process is like. It's cool to know that there's like actual processes that artists have. Like, so, yeah, that was a dope moment, and I definitely appreciate being on this, you know, show. That you guys are doing great,
bro. We appreciate you too, bro. That shit was awesome. One of the best conversations we've had, bro.
Great combo, bro. Man, whenever you want to be on, I'm telling you, bro. You just call us, bro, and bro. If I got fucking, I don't know, I got fucking Drake. He wants to be on my show, bro. We're beaming and booming, and I got a call from my guy Bruce Buddah. Hey, Drake, buddy, you're gonna have to wait, bro. You're gonna have to wait. You know what I mean? But that's honest, bro.
I'm humble, but take the call. And then what you say is, yo, I got somebody I want you to meet. All
right, maybe that's the better way to do it.
That's the better way to do it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, hold on, Jersey. We got somebody that you want to talk to.
Yeah, but yo, oh man, ladies and gentlemen, like, subscribe, and comment some great shit, ladies and gentlemen. We're bringing some great. Follow us, our message. Follow us, our message rooms on IG. Follow us on the Twitter, our message rooms. Ladies and gentlemen, right now.
Oh, right now.
You know what I mean, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta follow Bruce on all the social medias. But it's the saddest day of the day. Bro. It's the saddest day of the podcast. it's the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man. So like always, ladies and gentlemen, stay fresh. Fucking grow, learn, cherish this every moment, become part of the world, and let's do some great shit, ladies and gentlemen. Fucking check you later.
Check you later.
All right, guys. Peace out.
Yo, you gotta say check you later, bro.
Oh, check you later. It's like
That's a wrap for the show, bro.